So the topic is topic number 1. Clear ma? I'm writing it in short form. Indus Valley Civilization. The bracket goes from 2500 BC to 1900 BC. So this is the bracket. So 1A. What did we do? 1A town planning. 1A background. Clear ma? I just go in a structured way so that you also know that. First thing is background. Then 1B extent of IVC. Then 1C 6 major capitals. I'm writing short forms. 4 minor capitals. I think we're there. So I need to explain you like why that capital. I didn't tell you why, but I just told you 6 are major. I told you something bigger was there and minor, but among the minor capital, one site was the biggest IVC site, which was Rakhigarhi. So that is there. Hold on with this. Now we have to do the fourth one, feature. So here we are here, ma, clear? 1A, 1B, 1C. Now under the feature, I'll take this number, normal number. So we're going on with the first one, town planning. Clear. So how many cities were there? How many sites? 2800, 2800 sites were there. 2008-01, current 2024 when you calculate it. Have you heard Sinoli excavation? Okay, in current affairs I'll teach you that Sinoli. That Sinoli is the current one. Getting it? So that is that first extra one, 2801. So when you look at the town planning, there are 2800 sites in total. We'll keep it round. How were the towns planned? So first thing, remember the 5 features of civilization. What is the first one? Urbanization. Second one, centralized polity. Third one, safety. Fourth one, peace. Fifth one, uniformity. So these 5 features, we are going to prove it here in these all. So just wait on. The moment we start moving on, today we'll be a little bit faster. You have to start increasing your speed because it's a 4th lecture. Getting 3rd lecture, I'll tell students just start increasing your speed so that we go in a comfortable pace and we are on time. So whatever I'm going to teach you now, the bracket is this. Don't leave the bracket, hold on with the bracket. And whatever we're going to teach is with the proof. Why? Because the literary records are not available, it's only with archaeological evidence. And before getting here, there is something in this entire period we just infer. There is something called inference. We infer. Say for example, what is that inference? I'll tell you how does it work. Same question what I asked you last time. Let's assume, just assume. I'm taking you all to Agra. We all are going to Agra, just assume. We all are going to Agra. I'm taking you all and you all are my historians, I'm your head. Now suddenly we are digging the ground and we've excavated Taj Mahal. We've excavated Taj Mahal. Same example. You do not know, there's no book for Taj Mahal, there's nothing. The moment we see that big white building, what will you tell me? What will you tell me? Just visualize, what will you tell me? Ma'am, it's a palace. Some would say, ma'am, it's a palace. Some would say, ma'am, it's a temple. Ma'am, it's a mausoleum. Some might say it's a big building, we don't know what. Some might say it's a tomb. Will you know the name Taj Mahal? No. Now what happened? We date it. We date Taj Mahal. I get the year 60, become marble. When we start dating it, we'll get the year 1633. We'll get the year 1633. Now 1633, where did we find that building? Agra. Now I'll go to that historical chart. 1633, who ruled Agra? I will know Mughals ruled. And I will know 1633, who was the king of Mughal Empire? Shah Jahan. So what will I write? Shah Jahan might have built this white building. I'll not say Taj Mahal. I'll not say Shah Jahan built it, might have. Why? Because we take what? We take a inference. That's what we use what? We use maybe. We use a term called might be. So today when I start giving you homeworks, you'll be getting your R.S. Sharma will say, the citadel might have been. Why might? Because it's proto-history. We do not know whether it's right or wrong. So when we do not know 100% when it's right or wrong, we assume. Say for example, we excavate, I told you, same Tiwari house example. I'm Alexander Cunningham. I've excavated this bangle. Now when I excavate this bangle, what will you write? What will you write? Bangle? What will you write? Owned by Tell me, ma, what bangle? If you excavate a bangle, what will you write? Owned by women. Only women wear bangle in those days. Men also wear. Maybe you call kada or whatever it is. But still, don't you think we say bangle was owned by a human? Don't you think human? We'll say, or bangle was owned by men, human. But will you say, no, this bangle was made to draw a circle? Or will you say, just like that they made a circular one? No, na. 100% we know bangle is to wear. You find a scale, ruler. What will you say if you find a scale? Measurement. Will you say, no, ma'am, they didn't make it for measurement, ma'am, they made it to beat everyone? No. So certain things are in our eyes. Certain things we know, certain things we don't know. I see rice, I excavate rice husk. What will I say? Harappans ate rice. I see wheat, I say Harappans ate wheat. I see a house, I say Harappans lived in a house. But I see a swimming pool. I do not know what is that pool. So when confusions are coming, say for example, we are looking at a swimming pool. I am telling, ma, it's a swimming pool. I'm a historian, I'm telling you it's a swimming pool. You all are telling me, ma'am, it might have been for a ritual bathing. Might be some religious activities might have taken. I'm saying swimming pool. You all are telling, ma'am, might be an elite bathing. All the kings had a bath. So 3 different views are there. Whenever 3 views or 4 views or 5 views are there, what historians we do in archaeology is, we go by a public vote. Consensus, majority. So in this class, we take a majority. Who wants majority? That will be the answer. Now let's take 50 plus 1 has said that this swimming pool might have been a place for ritual bathing. Have you heard the Great Bath? Mohenjo-daro? People didn't know what it was. Some historians are saying it's a swimming pool. Some are saying no, it's a religious pool. Some are saying kings had an elite bathing. 3 view. Inky Pinky Ponky, 50 plus. Who won the vote? Ritual bathing. So how do we write? The tank or the pool or the bath excavated at Mohenjo-daro, found in the upper town, might have been for ritual bathing. We write it like that. So we write what? We write might. Or we write maybe. Why? Because we do not know. We are not sure. So like this one topic will have all of them. I find a cattle bone. I find a cow bone. Bone of a cow. So what do I say? Harappans no cow? Yes, I'm seeing a cattle bone. I'm seeing what? Wheat. I say Harappans use, I'm seeing a earring. Harappans, I see a stud. I see earring. I see bangle. I see anklets. In all the towns we see anklets. Getting it? Amulets. The tapi is what you call amulets. We are finding anklets. We are finding that mang tika, the ornament which is worn in the forehead. All sides we have bangles. This, armlet. Armlet is worn here. Armlet. Then we have rings. Getting it? We have this mang tika. We have stud. We have earring. So what is a stud? Stud is something which doesn't hang. Which doesn't hang. Earring is something which hangs. For boys, for you. Girls, I think we all know. What I'm wearing is a stud. It doesn't hang. Something which is coming beneath your earlobes and hanging. That is called earring. So we have earrings also. We have stud also. So getting it? Then we have ring. Toe ring. When do people wear toe ring? What happened, ma? Married women, I wear a toe ring. So generally it's a custom, it's a culture. Why do people wear? With some community, some culture. People, something is for Mangal Sutra, for some is something. Don't you think? So in North, what is a Mangal Sutra, ma? What is that? Okay, speak, na? I'm tired. No, what is it Mangal Sutra? Is it a bangle or is it a chain or is it a black bead or is it something? I just want to know. A sacred thread, what is that? Where do they wear it? In the neck. What is the color of that thread? Gold. Yellow. Black bead. There's one black bead, that is a Mangal Sutra. Bengal, there's a different one. In South India, we have one yellow rope. Generally, it's an yellow rope or a gold chain. We wear it. Getting in according. Then after marriage, people have one National Highway Authority. One red. That's very normal. Now, everyone, from the nose we start, we take one line and we go till here. That's everyone. That's a custom in every marriage. Don't you think? See, you keep it, you don't keep it, that's your personal choice. But as a culture, we do it, na? We do it. Some people wear bangles. Some communities we see, na, both hands, they have that big bangles. So what's that? Culture. Differently, you have a different name for that. But in English, when we put it out, it's a culture. So today we know what do we wear. We know why we wear. All that. But here we don't know. But I find a bangle. I find a ring. I find an armlet. I find an amulet. I find everything. So what do we understand? Harappans used ornaments. So when do we people have ornaments? When do people ornament themselves? When you're rich, luxury life, festival, some function, some get together. Indians generally we used to decorate us daily. Maybe today we don't decorate. Today people are living in a very different world. They have that westernized thing and all of them. People hardly wear ornaments. People hardly decorate. But Indians, we generally used to decorate ourselves. I think you would have heard this. In South, we used to keep flowers. Our hair, we used to keep flowers every day. One thing I feel so bad is I'm not getting flowers here. In Delhi, I miss flowers because I don't get our South Indian flowers. We have that culture. They say that's how I was born. I used to keep flowers every day, even school, college, my teaching career. The moment we start tying our hair, flowers will be there. But you know, that's a culture. If you come to Delhi, you don't find, oh, it's okay, fine. But we keep it, right? During festival, don't you think making a hair bun? Why I'm telling you, have you heard the dancing girl? The dancing girl was having a hair bun. And her hair bun had got a little bit of flowers covered. Mother goddess. So all these we found it here. So what does it signify? It signifies that Harappans led a luxurious life. So some things we are sure, yes, they wore it. Something we are not sure. Whenever we are not sure, what do? We go on with inference. So keep this part. The only part where we go with inference is Indus Valley only. All the other parts we don't infer. So with this note, I start teaching you. We'll go on with town planning. So I'll go to the next page. So start writing town planning. That's your first feature. Town planning. Under that, the first one, towns. Under that, I'm just writing. How many towns were there, ma? 2,800. So there are, I'm putting it current tense, there are 2,800 towns. Towns altogether. Getting it? Now. All towns were divided into two. So all towns were divided into two parts. So the first one we call it as upper town. And the second one we call it as lower town. So all towns were divided into two parts. We call it as upper town and lower town. So this is how they made a town. And this town, when we say upper town and lower town, this is man-made. God does not make it. So it was man-made. Man-made towns, not a human-made town. Because God gives us a land, who makes a city? Man, we humans built it. If you climb a small hill, and you stand at the top and you look down, don't you think it will be like this? Imagine this is the upper town. Getting it? This is the lower town. So lower town, the ground, this is the upper town. They've made stairs. So stairs will be here, you climb, you be here. So all the town, the moment you enter any town, you'll be seeing something at the top. That is upper town, and you stand in the ground, that is lower town. Like fifth floor. Imagine you stand in the ground, lift your head, you look at the fifth floor. The town is of that height, to make you understand. So who builds that? And the stairs are straight. Straightly it's made. So all towns are like that. How could this be possible? Take Harappa, take Manda, take Daimabad, take Surkotada. What all names I've given you yesterday? Take Desalpur, take all of them. It's divided into upper town and lower town. So on seeing this one point, what comes to your mind? Uniformity in public building. So don't you think, which means someone strong might have been there. Some ruler might have controlled them, might have. Someone had controlled them. Without control, you can't make uniformity. How can this uniformity come? Are our towns same? Is your town and my town same? No, we are decentralized. We have a different town planning. But how could this uniformity be there? This is that awe. When you look at it, you're like, wow, oh, how could this be possible? That awe, A-W-E, that awe factor is what is a civilization. See, when historians excavated, I told you, Alexander Cunningham and all, they didn't go deep. After John Marshall, when they did deep digging, they were like stuck. That's why I made you write yesterday. Initially, when the Harappa was the first site, they named it as Harappan excavation. But gradually, historians found a civilization. Remember, I made you write? It's all gradual. They didn't find it overnight. They were like, what's this? How could this all be there? 2,500 years before, how could this be possible? They were like stuck. This one feature is making them like awe. That is why now point number 1 we are taking it out. Uniformity in public building, we can say it like that. So again, centralized polity is also visible.
Yes,
and number 3, urbanization is visible. So in civilization, 3 points we are taking it out. So still 2 more points are pending. That we'll do it. Once we do the features, we'll do it. Clear, ma? Getting it? Now, upper town, lower town. Except one town. So all towns are divided into 2 except one town. And that one town is Dholavira. Dholavira has 3 divisions. Dholavira has got 3 divisions. The divisions are upper town, lower town, we have a middle town. So the only site which has got 3 towns is Dholavira. So can we say Dholavira is something special then?
Yes.
So why Dholavira has got middle town, we do not know. When we date this middle town, it's giving us the year 1900 BC. So when was Middletown built? 1900. Which means when did IVC end? 1900. So can we say the Middletown was inserted later? It's like upper town, lower town. They've inserted it. Might be. Again, everything is might only. That's what I told you about design. So Middletown. Why did they use a Middletown? We don't know. What is the reason? We don't know. But one special character of Dholavira is it has got a middle town. So getting it must. So that is why we say Dholavira might have been. It might have been a late Harappan site. Might have been, which means it was constructed in the later stage. It might have been a late Harappan site. Dholavira might have been a late Harappan site. So we take this here with Dholavira. So point number 1, town. So clear, ma? We are done with town. So this is about the town planning. The first one we are going. The moment you enter a city, you see the town. Upper town, lower town. And all the towns are looking same. Maybe geographically here and there, you know, they may vary in sizes. But by looking at the structure, they look alike. This is about the upper town. So town planning 1A, I've made town. Now 1B. Streets. We're coming on to streets. All lower towns, I'm making L, L is lower. All lower towns had streets. The streets were constructed. All the streets were constructed with burnt bricks. So all the streets were constructed with burnt brick. And when you look at the burnt brick, the size was 4:2:1. The length, breadth and width of a brick. So I repeat, all towns, lower towns had street. Getting it, ma? And all streets were constructed with what? Brick. So what brick did they use? Burnt brick. So which means Harappans know the art of burning? Yes, they had the, you know, the temperature degree variation. They did burn. And these bricks, when you look at the burnt bricks, these are highly durable. These are highly durable in nature, very strong. Say for example, you take a, how do I put it? Okay. You take a Harappan brick, go to the 3rd floor. Just go to the 3rd floor, take a Harappan brick. And you take our brick, our local brick, you go to the 3rd floor. Now you drop a Harappan brick, it will have a crack. You drop it down, it will have a crack. You drop our brick, local brick, chutney. So which is most, to make you understand, our brick will break into 2. Harappan brick will have a crack only. That's what Alexander Cunningham writes. The bricks are so strong. And you know, he writes one thing out of box, I'm telling you. That's for my optional students, but he tells, I was, you know, panicked that the locals in that region were robbing the Harappan bricks. There was brick robbery. So he couldn't protect the Harappan bricks there. Why? The bricks were so strong. So the localites there in Punjab, Pakistan, Punjab, they all were robbing all the bricks. I couldn't prevent it. So night you'll have lots of bricks. Next day morning there'll be nothing. Maybe today they're all in Pakistan homes. Because they all robbed it and they started building home. You will not know where, which brick is where. Alexander Cunningham writes. John Marshall says, we had to protect all the bricks. People were stealing and going. Look at the year, 1861, poverty. Don't you think? What is it? Dadabhai Naroji writes a book, Poverty and Un-British Rule in India. And he says that from 1835, India entered poverty. So which year did we enter poverty? 1835. Before 1835, fix it. Whatever I tell you, you must just try to put it in your mind and you can write it anywhere. India never had poverty till 1835. Which means 1835, who was ruling us? The so-called Britishers. Are you getting it? So they looted us like anything. And Dadabhai Naoroji gives this year. India never saw poverty till 1835. That's why we take the year 1835 as poverty. And he wrote a book. Poverty, you'll do it in modern. Poverty and Un-British Rule in India is the book. And there was another economist called R.C. Datta. He wrote a book called Economic History. In that book also, we'll do it in modern. These all will be taught there. But I'm just connecting it. Because ancient India, when you study it raw, you'll not be able to understand. And we are in proto-historic period. So connections are important for you to study. So India was never a poor country. No kingdoms were poor. Keep it in mind. Maurya, Gupta, Vijayanagar, Pallava, Chera, Chola, Pandya, Mughals, Delhi Sultanate, Hoysala, Kakatiyas. Take any kingdom, we were never poor. The only country which was never ever poor. Poverty was unknown to us. When Lord Macaulay came to India, he says, these people are eating 6 times a day. Who? We. So we'll have something called breakfast. Before that, we'll have pre-breakfast, breakfast. We'll have something called pre-lunch, lunch. Then evening, we'll have something called tiffin. Then we'll have something called dinner. Some call it supper. We keep on eating. And in between, we'll have some coffee, tea, samosa, vada, jalebi, all the snacks, snack time. Macaulay says, these people are eating. And Lord Macaulay asked one person, what are you do? Why do you live? One Indian, he's asked an Indian, why do you live? To eat. So Macaulay was like, wow, these people are eating. Are you getting? We were like that people. And imagine, and today look at our eating style. Not look at your eating style. I have a healthy diet. I have a very healthy lifestyle. So look at the eating habit today. I know that many students do not have their breakfast. I've heard many of the students in Delhi, I'm taking Delhi, do not have their breakfast. Are you getting the so-called nashta? And majority of them have tea and rusk as their breakfast. When was tea a breakfast? When was rusk and bread a breakfast? My God. Those are snack. Biscuit and all is snack. Bread is a snack. But people say, I had tea, rusk, breakfast. The rickshawalas, I have the statistics with me. So many rickshawalas, many people who are working here, they have tea and rusk only. And they call that as breakfast. That's what WHO, World Health Organization, has published a report telling that 41% of North Indians do not have breakfast. Why particularly North Indians? Yeah, it's a WHO report. Go check the website. 41% of North Indians do not have breakfast. So I'm not in the list. Because in South India, we compulsorily eat. We start at 6 o'clock. I have my breakfast at 6:45. My class is at 7:30. So I have my breakfast at 6:45. I wake up every day by 4. 3:45 to 4 I'm up. So I have to cook. Who'll cook? I have to cook. So I finish all my work, then I do all my activity, then I finish all my breakfast, lunch, then 7:30 I start my classes. So in between, now I have time because we are on leave. Else, back-to-back classes. So I eat lots because we speak lots. I get hungry like this. Getting it? Why? So in South, we are in a very different thing. Why? Eating only. So that's why WHO is telling why. People are not eating, and people who come to Delhi as a student does not eat. Because they study the whole day. They are like, they're sleeping, and night they study. Some students wake up only for brunch. They don't see the morning sun. They directly wake up at 11 o'clock. Are you like that? Never do that. Are you some of them like that? Directly wake up? No, never. Change your biological clock, your body, you have to change. Don't wake up late. That's not good for your health also. And UPSC exam, prelims is in the morning. Prelims is not at 11 o'clock. And when you wake up at 11 o'clock, then how will you write your prelims? You will say, ma'am, one day. That one day will affect you. Suddenly you wake up and you change your clock. Body will not cooperate. When will body cooperate? You need to have a timetable. Your body is such a wonderful thing which will listen to you. And don't torture your body. Don't trouble your body. Don't do anything to your body. Body understands you so much. Are you getting it? Body is something which symptomizes. I'm not well, my head will ache. So body is telling me, Kirthika, head is aching. Which means I've done something wrong, so my head is spinning. Are you getting? Body undergoes some damage, I get fever. Body is telling, Kirthika, I have got fever. Don't overburden, take rest. So body is telling me, right? So body symptomizes. So listen to your body, hear to your body, eat properly, drink lots of water, and the weather what we are. I'm not here to say all of them, but Harappans. Why? Because I used to connect it. They had a very good healthy lifestyle. And healthy lifestyle, I mean, is food, the way you live, the way you eat, the way you sleep. These two are very, very important. When you don't sleep, your brain doesn't work. And when your brain doesn't work, you can't create ideas. When you can't create ideas, you can't sit for this exam. Simple. So you need to be fresh. So what is the two things to be fresh? Eat well, sleep well. Don't say I don't get sleep. Give one part to your body, sleep. Or come to me, I'll give you one, sleep. You have to sleep. The biggest problem is now current generation are not getting sleep. Why? Because the moment they go to sleep, I am going to sleep. Status update. 20 like. I'm like, for sleep and all you update. Are you getting it? No, ma, why? It's a very normal thing. Put all of them aside. When you sleep, sleep. Just put your so-called mobiles, keep it aside. Some people I've seen, when they say I'm sleeping also, they'll do something. Then you'll not get sleep. So getting it, that's why, life was very good before, isn't it? Yeah. Don't you think we are getting lots of problems today? Knowingly or unknowingly, this keeps on ringing. This keeps on coming. It keeps on doing something. Somewhere someone has got nothing. They send one text which will break our heart. And we are not able to live our life at peace. So who's allowed all of them? We. When you allow all these to come, your life will be it will be a damage. So you need to wear, because lifestyle has become like that. So who's got the control mechanism? You or me? You control yourself. That's what, you need to have a healthy lifestyle. So eating, that's what Macaulay said. These people are eating. And whenever the wars were happening, the Anglo-Maratha war, the Mysore war, the Sikh wars were happening, the Britishers were like, what is this? These people are eating even in the war. Are you getting? Because we'll be hungry, na? We'll be like, hey, come on, wait, we'll have our roti and come, wait. So people were eating. Why? Because when you don't eat, you don't get stamina. So we were like that kind of people till modern. I'm talking about 1835. Because till 1835, poverty was not known to India. And which Governor General was ruling India in 1835? It was Lord William Bentinck. So Bentinck and Macaulay were friends. It was only Macaulay minutes, Lord William Bentinck. Keep this in mind. 1835, William Bentinck. So when do we exactly enter poverty? During Bentinck's period only. So Bentinck was not the reason. What all has happened before was a reason. Poverty doesn't come just like that. Don't you think? We don't become poor just like that. It'll show some symptom. We'll start losing one by one. Slowly. Are you getting it, ma? So economic activity is always gradual. Economic activity is not all of a sudden. So here, look at them. It was so durable. So people were stealing all the Harappan bricks, says Alexander Cunningham. And how could this ratio be there? 4:2:1. So what do we understand? Harappans knew, they knew geometry. So can we infer, or can we say it's exactly they know geometry? Is it inference or 100%? 100%, no inference. Because when you measure the brick, it's 4:2:1. So how do they know numbers? We don't know. How did they make the brick like this? All brick. You take one brick from Kashmir, one brick from Lothal, one brick from Daimabad. You take all the brick, you measure. Same, ditto same. Now I'll bring one brick from Tamil Nadu. You bring the brick from your state, we'll measure. Are you getting what I'm saying? I'm not demeaning anything. I'm just trying to make you understand how a centralized form was there at that point of time. Are you getting it? So again, uniformity in public building. All buildings were in this only. So we're constructed with burnt bricks. And the next fascinating part is the streets were cutting each other. The streets were cutting each other at 90 degree. That is right angle. Harappans used what angle? They used right angle to construct their building. So again, can we say they knew geometry? How do they know right angle? See, one line I always, I just mock the Britishers. Are you getting it? I don't like them, so I mock them. Not today, the modern India part. Britishers used to say, Indians have no knowledge. So where did Harappans go and study? Oxford? I'm just making you understand. Britishers used to say, Indians have no knowledge, Indians don't know anything. We are like telling them, hey Britishers, Oxford came in 1686. Harvard came later, 1701. Where are we? 2500 BC. So who's great? We. If you believe in rebirth, maybe we were Harappans. Maybe. I believe in rebirth. I personally believe in rebirth. I believe that, how many of you believe in rebirth? Okay, you all believe. How many of you others, why don't you believe in rebirth? Someone, why don't you believe? Any other reason? Just to know, out of curiosity. I believe in rebirth because my family and my instincts always tell I will be born. Why, ma? Why? Speak it. Why no rebirth? People who said no. My God, I have to drink 2 glasses of milk every day again. If you don't speak, then I will not speak. Why? Some people said no. Why, ma? Yes, ma, you want to be born. We'll meet in the next birth. We'll all be there. Who said no? Why? You want to be born. Yeah. So who said no? Why?
It's like unbelievable thing. More life is in the Bible, possible second.
Whoa, this life is tough. I always ask my husband. My husband, I used to tell him, do you believe in rebirth? He tells no. I tell him, now come on, let's be born. I'm done with this birth. I asked him one question, why? Shocking answer. I asked him, why don't you want rebirth? He told, I don't want to write UPSC. I'm like, come on, don't write UPSC in the next birth. Because he got so much, into that depression mode that not clearing this exam, it's a pain. He said, I don't want to get into UPSC. I'm like, don't write UPSC in next birth, na? Chill, enjoy. Do what? No, I'm done with this birth. All suffering, I'm enough. I don't want to continue. That's his answer. I'm like, life is colorful, na? I want you in my next birth. So please do come. He's like, no, I don't want. See, jokes apart, things apart. But I told you, my husband and me are childhood friends. So whenever as friends, I know him. Are you getting? From the age of 3, I know him. Are you getting? So I know what he does, he know what I does. So it's a kind of a friendly relation. It's like a family. We played in the same street. So you'll know a person, you grow up with him, you'll know him. So even now I used to tell him, come let's have rebirth. He's like, no. And my husband is an atheist. He doesn't believe in God. I'm a Pakka theist. I'm a theist. I believe in God. I believe in God. I believe in, prayers. I believe. So getting it. So imagine a theist, pure theist. Everything for me, it's like an act of God. For him, everything is science. Why is it raining? He'll say it's cumulonimbus. The cloud bearing, he'll talk like that. For me, it's like, okay, Lord Indra is happy, so it's raining. Are you getting this? Maybe. So why I'm standing here? I'll say, okay, it's because of karma. He'll say, because you worked so hard, so you're standing here. Are you get 2 opposite people, exactly the opposite people. But life goes, because opposite poles attract. That is also one reason we got attracted. But that's fine. But science does play a role. Pardon? So why? See, some believe, some do not believe. Some accept, some do not accept. As you said, we don't have an answer. I do not know that is rebirth is true or not. I don't know. Because science does not prove rebirth. Einstein died. Where is Einstein now? Hitler died. Where is Hitler now? My grandfather passed away. Where is my grandfather now? We don't know. But when my grandfather passed away, I gave birth to my child. My grandmother used to say, this is your grandfather. Indian family? When a new one is born, they'll connect it. So I'm like, okay, fine. Up grandmother, party sentiment. Why to hurt her? I love her so much. It's okay, party. Your husband is born and my child is your husband. And I have a daughter. Because gender swapping. For her, it's gender swapping. I'm like, okay, you're happy. Now I tell my husband. My husband tells, your grandmother believes our daughter is her husband. Your grandfather. So I used to think, Party, what is this, Party? This is illogical. Her face will go like this. My husband will say, come on, poor granny. We love her. We respect her. You say one S. She's so happy, all 32, though she doesn't have teeth. Are you getting it? She smiles. She doesn't have teeth. She's like, all gone. She's 94 plus, my grandmother. She lives with me only here. Because whenever my mother comes, my grandmother comes. It's like buy one, get one free. I took my mother to help me. My grandmother also came. So like that, when you see, she says. And when my daughter walks, she's like, look at she walking like your grandfather. I'm like, okay. See, it's love. It's respect. Science, nothing. Are you getting? See, certain values are there. Yeah, you getting it? So my husband always tells me, don't say anything to her. She'll feel offended. Let her be happy. Now, one life. I'm like, why are you bothered about life? You don't want rebirth? Why do you talk about that? Science doesn't prove. So are you getting it? So why I'm telling you all this? I'm going to connect something. Maybe I take me as a personal example always as I tell you. So people do believe certain things. People do not believe certain things. So here, that's what Britishers were telling that Harappans were, Indians were illiterates. But look at them. 90-degree, right angle, geometry, arithmetics, number. How did they know all of them? We do not know. Where was a school? We don't know. Who was a teacher? We don't know. How did they speak? We don't know. What was their language? We don't know. They had a language, we do not know what they spoke. Because only when you find the language, we can find the script. Because the script is not able to be deciphered. So we are still under confusion mode only. So clear? Right angle. Next one. Harappans used grid pattern. So what pattern was used? Grid pattern was used to construct the street. Grid pattern. So I think you all know grid and all. You all know grid pattern was used. The next one. The streets were fortified. The streets were fortified. So what is fortification? Like a compound wall? Like a big enclosure. Have you gone to a gated community? Some colony community, you go, they'll close the gate in the night. You can't enter. Morning they'll open Karol Bagh, that yellow gates, Rajendra Nagar, one yellow gate. That only. Are you getting? So they have that fortification, that fortified wall. When do you fortify? Protection. Why do you want protection? Outsider. Are you getting it? So I told you Harappans were in peace. So might be they were protecting themselves from animals, not from an external threat. Are you getting? Simple logic? I'll give you. You all have I think we all come from our hometown. We all have our houses there. Do you have a compound wall for your house? Leave apartment style. If you come from an independent individual house, you have compound wall. You have your neighbor. So you love your neighbor. Yeah. Some are saying yes, some are saying no. Okay, let's assume. What do I speak? I thought you'll all say yes. Some are like no. Are you getting? Okay, let's assume you love your neighbor. Getting? Why do you have a compound wall then? Break it, na? Why? Why? Privacy. Though I love my neighbor, there is some sort of feel that what if someone comes inside? Why do you keep a door? Open all the door. In Maharashtra, there is a place called Shani Singapore. Shani Singapore, there is no door there. People believe that Lord Shani takes care of them. And there is no robbery, loot, nothing. That's a Maratha belief. That's a Marathi belief then. Even when Shivaji was ruling in Maharashtra, there were no doors then. No Maratha house had a door. Because why? That was a safety mechanism what Shivaji and the Peshwas gave the Marathas. That was also one very, some extra thing. No other kingdom had this kind of safety. Shivaji gave people that. That is also one extra thing what we attributed to the Marathas. So likewise, so why do we have a compound wall? Because what if they come? And privacy ultimately. So every street had some fortification. It might have been. See, they all are living on the valleys of Indus. Let's take, this is river and they're living here. This is the river valley, they're living here. What if Indus floods? So they need a wall. So the wall will come. The wall will protect them from floods. So it might have been a protecting factor only. So there are two things we take here. What is the two inference we take here? Might be to prevent floods. Might be to prevent floods. And might be to prevent any threat. Or any threat. Threat from animals, threat from, like as I told you, some neighbors or someone. So for that, might be. Again, both are might only. What all I've written in purple are inference. Today I'll give you homework. When you start reading, you will get all of them. Getting me? So this is about the streets. So how do you look at the streets now? Upper town, there's something, I'll tell you. Lower town, the street. So all of them. So from Manda to Daimabad, this side Alamgirpur to Desalpur, all of them are like this only. So uniformity in public building, centralized polity, urbanization, these three are solidly there. So clear with streets? So now we'll move on to the third point, houses. Anyone stuck?
What about the middle town and the whole of it?
Middle town was plain. There was nothing there. See, they constructed it. We don't know why they constructed it. What is there in the middle town? It's like an empty ground. Nothing is there. That's why I didn't tell you. Houses. So houses now. All streets had houses. All streets had houses. The houses were constructed. The houses were constructed with burnt bricks. I'm using BB, short form. BB is burnt brick. 4:2:1, same. The houses were constructed with burnt bricks. The houses were of different shapes and sizes. So some were big houses, some were small houses.
Completely different.
The houses were single, double or multiple storied. Some were single story, some were like 2 floors, some were multiple storied. Getting it? Next one. The stairs were found on the sides or at the backyard. So stairs were not inside the house. If you want to go to the first floor, have you gone to villages? In the villages houses, stairs will be on the side, like that, or it will be on the backyard. You go to the back side of your house, the stairs will be there. So today we call duplex house, stairs are inside, so that was not there. Getting it? Stairs were found on the sides or backyard. Windows have been found. Windows were there, windows were placed. Windows were placed on the top. So all houses had windows, but windows were at the top. Today our windows are of human height. In my house, if you look, windows will be here. I can easily open it. But Harappan windows, where were there? They were at the top. Have you seen that old houses and all? So it was like ventilation. Are you getting it? So windows were found at the top. Now one PYQ. Harappans had windows. Yes. Getting it? So what did they use? These windows, Harappans used wooden frame. Wood was used. But today we don't have that wood because wood has perished with climatic condition. How do we know? With the dating method, we know that they've used wooden door. When someone involves in woodwork, how do we call him? Carpenter. So can we say carpenters were there in RVC? Can we say peasants were there, farmers? Yeah, because agriculture, they ate rice. Can we say that engineers were there, civil engineer? Can we say seal maker might have been? Charles Mason, seal. Someone drawed on a seal. So can we say brick maker was there? Are you getting it? On seeing all of them, try to infer. We are inferring that these were different types of occupation. Are you getting? And when multiple occupations are there, how will the society be? Good. One doctor, one engineer, one carpenter, one cobbler, one plumber. Don't you think? Multiple occupations. So the economy is also good. And don't you think somewhere we are able to find it out? The and houses are very big. Some are small, some is oval shape. One is like, in a rectangular shape. One is in a square shape. They're all, personally, economically, they're different. A carpenter's house, a cobbler's house, or a baker's house, or a textile, weaver's house. Multiple occupation might have been there. And I told you yesterday or day before yesterday, I think we both were taking the example. I come out from a hut. He comes from Ambani's house. Who are we? So when we come out from a house, our economic standard is known. Are you getting it, ma? Then today everything is like, different. So this is what windows were placed on the top. The next point, but still we are in the houses only. Hold on. The houses had many rooms. The houses had many rooms. Can you guess and tell me how many rooms might have been there? Can you guess? 3, 4. At Harappa, we've excavated a house, 18 rooms. The rooms were many, 18 room. 18 room, how do you call it? Villa, hotel, mansion, PG, hostel, hotel, whatever it is. Are you getting it? But 18 rooms at Harappa. So when we say the house had many rooms, what do we understand? They might have had a joint family system. They might have had a joint family system. They might have had a joint family system. Again, we don't know, but we are taking inferences. 18 room and all, ma. So it's like today we say 3 BHK. Imagine 18 BHK. In your language, if I speak, it's only 18 BHK. One kitchen only. One hall only. But how many bedroom? 18. Are you getting? We have 12. We have 14. We have 17. So they had many number of rooms. So why did they have many number of rooms? The best guess what we take is maybe the size of the family was bigger. That is what we take it. So getting it. So what on seeing the houses, what do we understand? And one more thing, my next one. I'll write it. Okay, I don't have space for houses only. We are still in houses. Every house had, just write, all houses had an open courtyard. At the center, there was an open courtyard so that everyone will come and gather. At the center, all of them will come and gather. So every house had an open courtyard. Getting it? Privacy was given consideration. Privacy was given importance. So when constructing a house, they were able to give more importance to privacy, as I told you. So Harappans were private people? Yes. How do we know? Even in the construction of things, we're able to see. Say for example, I can give you one small example, just to understand. You walk, imagine two sides of the street, there are houses. Just visualize. There are houses, everyone has opened their door. You are walking in the street and you're walking and suddenly you're just looking at one house and the door is open. And if you walk, you will be able to see what's all happening inside the house. At times we do that, na? When we go somewhere, someone's house will be opened, we'll be looking at it when you're walking in the street only. You don't go in, that's human psychology. Don't you think we'll be going? So we'll be able to see their activities and all. Which means those people are not bothered about their privacy. Either you lock the door or you do something so that the passerby is not seeing it. Now what are the Harappans have done? Now the same example I'm giving you, two sides houses. Now with the moment I walk here, the moment the door is open, Harappans have, demarcated it with a wall. So you have to go here like this, then take a turn, then get into the house. So even though the door is open, you will not be able to see what's happening inside. So that is why we call them as what? Private people. Of course they had doors, wooden doors were there. Harappans used wooden door for bathrooms, for houses, for window, everything wooden door. But today no wooden door is there in our hand. Because wood will perish. With all these climatic conditions, would have perished. But with the carbon dating method, we have found out that they used wooden door. That is why we say carpenters existed in IVC. Simple. So clear? Now today when you read your book, you will get all the understanding clear. So privacy was given important. The next point, two houses faced each other. Two houses faced each other. So in a street, there will be one house here, there will be one house here. You get, that's how the town planning was. So you can't say, no, I don't like the opposite person, I will change my house. You can change the door, but you can't change the house. Maybe today also a street layout is like that. Our layout is like that only. People change their vastu, door and all, they'll keep it somewhere. But when you go there, the layout is same. So this is how the Harappan houses are. Now, the next one, at the backyard. At the backyard, many bathrooms have been found. At the backyard, many bathrooms have been found. So we find bathroom. Don't write washroom, don't write restroom. Those are wrong. Those are current ones. Never use the current term. Restroom is a place where you go and take rest. Washroom is a place where you go and wash your clothes, according to history. Bathroom is the correct word, where we should use, but with westernization, globalization, my daughter comes to me and tell, Amma, I want to use the restroom. Because she is studying in a school, they've told her, come, let's go to the restroom. So she uses, but I can't correct her, because colloquially today what are children speaking? Restroom, washroom, maybe tomorrow they'll say some other room. Maybe these are the two, but never write those. You have to use only bathroom. Because once I was correcting a paper, I saw some student writing Harappans used washrooms. You should not write them. So for that I'm telling you, don't write the current terms and all. Yet we don't say Mumbai Presidency, we should say Bombay Presidency. Always go with the older names only. History should have the older name. We say Battle of Treaty of Adayar, Treaty of Madras. We don't say Treaty of Chennai. Are you getting it? Older names only should be used there. So at the backyard, many bathrooms have been used. So hold on here. We'll do the bathrooms. So this is point number C. Any doubts till now? Town, streets, houses. In these three, any doubts? Yeah.
Regarding the homes, were there
house.
Yeah.
You should use the term house.
Were there doors on the main estate side?
Come again?
Were there doors on the main estate side?
Yeah. That's what I told you. If I'm walking in the street, the doors will be on the main street only. It will be facing on the main street. Two houses were facing each other. Street. This is street. Let's take street number 1. Getting it? You enter a street. This is one house. This is one house. This is another house, because they were all in different thing. This is so when I walk here, don't you think two houses are facing each other? This is how it was there. So there will be a gap between two houses. So today we call this as gully, lane. So are you getting it? So there's a gap. So now there will be another house here, bigger one. There will be another house here, smaller one. But when you look at the entrance, when you go here, don't you think this will be the entrance? This will be the entrance door. This is the door. This is the door. This is how they were living. Getting it? So this is street number 1. Then again, don't you think the same thing will come here? Yeah? Are you getting a grid pattern? So you'll have one here. You'll have one here. Are you getting? You take an aerial view, it's a perfect grid. We are like, how could you do it? Today we have drones and all of them. But these people, how? So that is why we call it a civilization. Are you getting it, at least? This is how they were living. Like John Marshall, they were all shocked by this only. How could this be? And the gully, the line which is coming, it's also perfect. Now here will be another street. From this lane, you can go to the next one. I think in villages and all we do this. It's village. Typically it's a village structure. But for them, this was city. For us today, we are so developed. So for us, it looks like village. Are you getting it? For us, it looks like village. For them, it was a city. So this is how they were living. So any doubts? Till now, any doubts? Houses? Clear? Now we'll move. Yeah.
I mean, the houses that were opening on the main street, there were chances of accident with.
What accident? Kind of what? What accident? No car, no two-wheeler, no drunken drive, no theft, no robbery, nothing, no evil. We don't, I told you, now, were you there? I told you, yeah. Brick robbery was there with Alexander Cunningham. They were all sufficient. Why should they rob? Everyone was self-sufficient. Harappans were utility-based. Always super rich. Imagine always kuti Ambanis. Small Ambanis. So how will they do? They were all super rich, ma. Clear, ma? Nothing. Cut technology, cut everything. For them, they were like very good advanced people. And imagine after Chalcolithic, this is happening. I gave you one year yesterday, 2750. Chalcolithic man from the Punjab, northwestern, he went to eastern part. So from 2750, the Chalcolithic man turned Harappan, isn't it? 2750 to 2500. There's a gap of 250 years. In the 250 years, that Chalcolithic man who migrated went to Bengal, who did not migrate, he became a Harappan. So an advanced Chalcolithic man is Harappan. My grandmother, my mother, me, my daughter. I told you this. My grandmother Paleolithic or Mesolithic. My mother Neolithic. I'm Chalcolithic. My daughter IVC. We all live together only. One is more advanced. One is semi-advanced. One is not at all advanced. One is still in primitive way. I told you, okay, 1100. Are you getting it? All are living there. So don't think Paleolithic man is gone. They're all still there. Even today we have some people living in villages. We have some people living in smart city. There are some people who do not have houses. There are some people who live in houses. There are some people who eat 3 meals. There are some people who do not even have 1 meal. I'm not talking about that student life, who do not have money to eat. Beggary. Are you getting it? There is 2 sides always. So you have to, history connects all of them, tries to understand. One side women is growing, don't you think? Chief Minister, President, are you getting it? HR, taking a flight and riding all solo flight to San Francisco from Delhi. Women are empowering. One side Nirbhaya, one side rape, one side domestic violence, someone is dead, one side abuse. Are you getting it? So there is always a 2 side. So which is majority will hit. Theoretical India, practical India. Are you getting it? There is always something, we hear something, we write something. So what do you do for our exam? You have to be theoretical. History, you have to be theoretical. What does our constitution says? India is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. We say that only. Never challenge anything, never question anything. You are writing an exam for UPSC. So which means you have to support the government. Writing an exam for government of India and blaming government of India? You're contradicting. Don't blame government of India. Why should we? And we are a part. Why should we? Don't scold the government. Never do that. Never do anything to our freedom fighters, our parliament, our prime minister, president, our constitution. These are very sacred tools. And we are a part of that government. And you're writing an exam. Tomorrow you're going to be a bureaucrat. Will you scold India? Come on, then who are you? Are you getting it? Then how will you clear? Simple. You can't do that. That patriotism is there. Na? So you have to support, come what may. Ifs and buts are everywhere. Are you getting it? So we have to try to overcome some evil. We should try to be a good citizen. We should try to be good. So that trying level is what we are trying to do. You see a stone in the road, try to take the stone. It's your FD, fundamental duty. You see a national flag, something, you try to respect it. So these are some public social behavior what we have. So that is what, as a bureaucrat, you should know that. And you're going to write an exam for a topmost position in India, not a small post. So imagine, everything is a matter of the way you talk, the way you move, the way you behave, the way you look at people, the perspective of how you are, everything. It's all a collaboration. This exam is not only one examination of knowledge. Everyone has got knowledge. Who doesn't have knowledge? Tell me. You all are knowledgeable. You all are intelligent. Don't tell me no. Intelligent in your own way. I'm very smart. I'm intelligent in my own way. I know what to do in my house. You know from whom to get money. Whom know where you hit, how will you get, everything you'll know. In your life, you're very smart, na? You know whom to talk what, how to cut, everything, you know. I don't know what you're undergoing. You don't know what I'm undergoing, but we all are smart. If I want money, I know whom to talk and get money. Are you getting it? Simple. If I want to go somewhere, I know whom to ask and get permission. I know whom to inform. Are you getting it? Everything, we are smart. Our brain is so active. We know what to get and what not to get. You all are sitting here because you want to attend the class. That's why I always tell students, come offline. Online is fine, students, but when you paid for offline, come and attend offline. See the teacher. That is discipline. I always respect students who come and sit in front of me. See, emergencies are there, you're not able to attend, you can take. But when you have a chance and you paid for offline, imagine there was no COVID, you would have come here only. So have the discipline. This is discipline. And I have a special respect for people who come regularly. I know who all come regularly. I'm a history teacher. How will I not know? And I have sharp eyes. My ears are very sharp. I see everyone. I know where you sit. I know what you do. I'm a teacher. I'm like that. I observe people. I know who comes regularly, who sits, who listens, who dreams. I told you on the other day. What you do, I know because I'm your teacher. Come on. So once upon a time I was sitting there. I know what you all do, what you think. Maybe things might be so different for you, or maybe things might be easy, whatever it is. But ultimately the purpose is what? Together, we come together for a purpose. So have that. And I want you all to be having that equal thing. When I say something, try to understand. If you're not able to get it, tell me. Ma'am, what is this? I can repeat you. I can repeat it even 1,000 times you ask me. That's why I'm here. So don't feel shy. Ask me, ma'am, how? If you ask me, only I can tell you. Because I have to learn the board. I'm not knowing how to go to generally what I do, I take a notepad 3, I teach, then I go to the internet, I show pictures. Because I don't have pen drive, I don't use PPT as I told you. I directly show the picture. But in this board, I'm not able to do it. So I will take some help from them. They will come, the moment they come, so we'll do some topics. Let some topics go, then I'll show you some pictures. So after seeing them, you'll understand, oh, this is how they lived. I can at least show you the street of IVC now. Because it's all there in the Google Images, it's all there. Pictures are available now. So one advantage what about the smart board is I'm able to show you the pictures so that you'll be able to see and study. It's called visual arts. You see something and that will automatically enter. You'll have a good advantage. So any doubts till now? Clear? All clear? Houses. So A, B, C, now D. D, we are with bathrooms. Bathrooms. All houses had bathrooms. I'm writing BR. I'm writing short forms. You write bathrooms. All houses had bathrooms. Bathrooms were constructed. Bathrooms were all constructed with burnt brick. Same ma. The bathrooms had an Indian closet. Indian closet, I hope you know Indian closet. The bathrooms had a burnt brick tub to fill water. Tub, like a bucket, a small tub they made, like a cement tank. They made a small tub, or you can write it like a tank. Burnt brick tank, a small water tank. So had a burnt brick tank. Ventilators were seen. Ventilators were seen very much, and they used wooden doors. They used wooden doors. And one important thing about the bathroom is, I'm writing it here, all the bathrooms had an excellent drainage system. They had an excellent drainage system. All bathrooms had an excellent drainage system. So getting it? And this drainage system, we call it as what, ma? The most impressive feature of IVC. So the most impressive feature of Indus Valley is what? The drainage system. I'll tell you why. Write it. Shall we go? Just visualize. I'll give you a scenario. Visualize, because without visualizing and feeling it, you can't study history. History is a feel. You have to feel it. When you don't feel it, it will become a dry subject. That's why day one, I asked you, some told me, ma'am, it's dry. It will be dry when you don't feel it and when you don't own it. You have to start creating, start thinking about it. So I'll give you a small scenario. Just try to visualize and understand. You go to someone's house. You want to use the bathroom. You go to their bathroom, damn dirty, stinking, but you're entering there. You come out. What will you think? Unhygiene. You'll feel, my God, what's this? What will you think about the people there? Unhygienic, they're not giving importance to their sanitation, blah, blah, blah. Will you feel good? No. Now same example, you go to another house, you use the bathroom, perfect, clean. Getting it, it's all very good, the drainage, everything is perfect. What will you feel? Good people, drainage is working, they're giving more importance to hygiene, sanitation. So don't you think bathrooms play a very important role in thinking about the mentality of the house? Have you heard this, ma? If you want to see a person's hygiene and sanitation, it's a very typical Indian say. My grandmother used to tell this. Maybe North also it should be there. If you want to see a person, a family's hygiene and sanitation, just go to their kitchen and bathroom. Have you heard this? Kitchen and bathroom tells about that house. You need not go anywhere. Because these are the two important places where sanitation and hygiene plays a very, very important role. I'm not talking about the water, I'm talking about the cleanliness only. Certain things have to be cleaned only. Are you getting? Some things will stink. A sink should be cleaned. When you cook and all that sink, kitchen sink, you should clean it. Else, food particles will smell. Perishable items will start stinking. Are you getting? That's unhygienic, right? So that is why kitchen and bathroom. And these are excrete, human excrete. You need to have that sanitation thing. So this is a general thing. That is what we see. When you look at a Harappan bathroom, they were all perfect. They were all clean. They were all neat. And if you enter a bathroom, they had a door. The moment you enter the bathroom, right hand side, you have the bathing area. In the bathing area, they had a small tub or like a bucket, like a tank, where you can pour and you can have bath. No pipe and all. Because why pipe? You walk few steps, you get Indus. So you carry water from Indus, you pour it in the bathroom. And they had bath. On the left hand side, when you move, there's a closet. The Indian closet. To particularly, I've written it Indian closet. Why? Because today we all use Western closet. See, Romans were the first people in the world to build bathroom. Getting it till 1920, we thought Romans were the first people. The closet what we use, Italian closet, that's a Roman closet. We call it as Western closet. Where we sit and people excrete, that's one. So Romans were telling we were the first people to build bathroom. After 1921, we started telling, Romans, hey Romans, we were telling. So Romans were like, no, okay India. Because who were the first people to build bathrooms in the world? We, an Indian closet. Where we sit, we place two legs. Are you getting me? I'm talking about that closet. There was a big terracotta tub. There's nothing harm in talking about a toilet. And when we talk something, you should talk. And I'm a teacher teaching you. So are you getting? Because some people say, oh, toilet, close your ears, grow, drink, complan, grow. Are you getting it? You're writing an exam tomorrow. You'll be seeing lots of things in life. And there's no harm in speaking about something. We are not talking about something rubbish. We're talking something about a syllabus, about a subject. Are you getting it? So when there's a saying, a cat will close its eyes and it will think the whole world has gone dark. You close your eyes doesn't mean the world is dark. Are you going to keep your ears open? You're going to be bureaucrats. Tomorrow you have to, what if you work in Swachh Bharat? You'll think me, ma'am taught Harappan, ma'am taught Indian closet. So they were, and the Indian closet, they had a perfect drainage system. So what, the drain pit, see every bathroom when we bathe, don't you think the water all will go to the drain pit? So don't you think slightly the bathrooms will be tilted towards the drain pit? That is how they made it. And all the bathrooms, they were connected to a drainage system, and that drainage fell in the entrance of the house. If you go to a village, you'll see some drain pit in the front of the house. It was all connected like that. Perfect system. I'll tell you one more thing also, so that, okay, let's keep this. Okay. First let's write bathroom. I'll tell you. So have you written it?
Yeah.
There were many bathrooms and all of them. Yeah. Write the last point. Bathrooms were many in number. With this, then we'll go to the drawing. Bathrooms were many in number. Many in number. They had lots of bathroom, not 1, 2. They had many bathroom. In a house. Yeah. In one house, they were many in number. Joint family. Again, last point. 2 bathrooms faced each other. 2 bathrooms faced each other. So they had 12 bathroom, 10 bathroom, 5 bathroom. They had. So again, there were many bathroom, 2 bathroom, like a hostel. In a hostel or a public toilet, you go, this side you'll have 5, opposite side you'll have 5, you go to the airport, theater, mall, somewhere this side you'll have bathroom, this side. So it's like that only. It's showing like a public toilet. I'm using the term public toilet to make you understand that it was built in such a way. So now let me give you a small example. Try to understand. I'm standing here, Harappan house. This is the main door. Main door, we are entering. Imagine this is a main door, I'm entering. So when I turn like this, the street is there. Are you getting it? Now the moment I come inside the house, that is a back door. I'm just putting the reverse. That door is the back door. So the front door and the back door are facing each other. Are you able to visualize? Rooms are here. Rooms are all here, kitchen is here and all of them. The moment I open the back door and I go out, I have bathroom. So bathrooms are detached, no attached bathroom. And the moment I go out, there are 5 bathrooms on this side, there are 5 on the opposite side. If there are 2 this side, opposite 2. If there are 12 this side, 12 this side. So 24 bathroom. If there are 7 this side, 7 that side. Are you all getting it? Equal numbers only. Even odd numbers. This is how they made bathroom. So
the symmetry of 12?
Because that to fill the space. If a house was able to accommodate 12 this side, automatically they made to fill the space. So they had bathroom. Now my question to you is, why should they have 12 bathrooms and all? 12 this side, 12 that side, 24. Joint family. That's what I asked you on that day. Maybe today we all have a concept that using the same washroom. But maybe in those days, individual bathroom. Maybe women all had a separate bathroom. Maybe men all had a separate bathroom. Maybe some bathrooms were reserved for guests. Because some bathrooms are bigger. Opposite ones is bigger, this one is also bigger. Some are smaller, the other one is smaller. Are you getting it? They're using something like that. So, which means what do we understand? Everything was planned. Are you getting? This is what we understand. And all drainage system, as I told you, listen, this is the house, clear? The red one is the door. Now the bathroom. I'll take the bathroom, 3 this side, or 4. 4 this side. This is the bathroom. Back door. Now this house, let's make 2, because space is less, 2. This is a big house. Clear? This is a bathroom. Same one will apply here. This is the back door. 2. Are you getting it? So they had no compound wall for the houses. Getting it? Now imagine I'm standing here. If I'm standing here, I can go to any bathroom. Because there is no compound wall for any house. I can go to any bathroom. When John Marshall excavated, they did deep digging. The first thing which came out was toilets only. They were like, what is this? Only toilets are coming out. Then later when they started digging here, they found the houses. That is why they said it's a toilet culture. Why toilets are coming first? Because you will not know what will come. Now when I dig, you will not know. So accidentally when they were digging first, they found only the bathroom. They were like, what is this? Only bathroom, bathroom, bathroom. Only bathroom, full bathroom. They were like, what is this? How could a person only be in a bathroom? See, that's how it will come. Now, digging takes lots of time. And scientific digging goes like this. There's something called horizontal digging, vertical digging. So there's something like that. So you can't cut it and you can't do it at your own choice. We have a method to do it. Then later they got to know the houses. They were like, oh my God, houses and then bathroom. Likewise, you'll have it here also. Likewise, you'll have one more street here. So this is how they were living. Now I'll use a different color to make you understand. This bathroom drainage, we're all connected. It will come this side of the house, it will fall here. This bathroom drain will all be connected. It will come on this side of the house, it will fall. In the head entrance of the house, they'll have a main drain. So likewise, this house will have a drain. This house will have a drain. They all be connected. All the drain will come and fall here, and every street had a main drain. And the main drain, so all of them will come and be flushed here. And this drain will be flushed where? It will be flushed to the river.
Covered with stone.
Covered with stone. Perfect. Corbelled drain, covered with stone. So drains are not opened. Are you getting it? Villages, drains are open. When drains are open, then other issues will come. Mosquito, unhealthy, people will fall, children will fall, your legs will get caught. Multiple things are there, Nama. When drains are open, multiple other issues will come. Are you getting? Smell will start coming up. When drainage is open, it's a very big danger. Are you getting it? So it's all closed. So every street had a drain. Every house had a drain in the front. And the drains were completely closed. And all the drains were flushed to the river. So how could this be possible in every town? So they're giving more importance to drainage. Our drainage with one floods, it's getting clogged. Coming up. We are not knowing what to do. Their drains are so big. Big drains, they're making it. Why? Because they're living in a floody region. When it floods, they never wanted the water to come up. They wanted all the water to recede. So it was a well-planned structure. That's why, civil engineering, they were on their heights. Engineers always say, how could these people think about it? That's what we say, that they had an advanced life. This is what we see it with the bathroom, and this is what we write it about, the most impressive feature of Harappan town planning. Harappan town planning. Entire town planning, which is the most attractive feature? Drainage system. Now, come to your streets, and you can add one point. I didn't teach you, but I'm connecting it now. Every street had a main drain. Every street had a main drain. All street will have a main drain. So we're adding one point. Take your street and add it, ma. Or you can add it, whichever you're comfortable. We're writing it under street so that it's structured. Getting it? Every street had a main drain. Just keep adding so that you'll understand. Now, in the diagram, what did I give? Every house also had a drain in the front. Add on. Add. Every house had a drain pit. Every house had a drain pit. Every house had a drain pit or drainage in the entrance or at the entrance. Every house. So you learn drainage. So when you understand drainage, it's perfectly fine. That's something very important. So we've done the bathroom. So bathrooms are over. Now we'll move on to the next part. Next one. Must so clear? Now we are going on to the next part. The citadel. We're going to the citadel. Bathrooms are over. Now we are going to citadel. So it's number A, B, C, D, E, right? E. Citadel. What was a citadel? Citadel was a mini fort. Small fort, not a palace. Fort is to 45, where an upper class used to live. Getting it? Citadel. Citadel was found in the upper town only. UT is upper town, and constructed with burnt bricks. All citadels were found in the upper town only, and all citadels were constructed with UT is upper town. So there is no citadel in the lower town. So that's why today when you read your R.S. Sharma, you will say all towns are divided into two, as citadel and lower town. So are you getting it? So upper town is synonymous with the citadel. So who lives in a citadel? Citadel is something where a ruling class might have lived. So there's something called the ruler and the ruled. Common people were living at the lower town. Upper people were living. The rulers were living at the upper town. Now, 6 major citadels. 6 major citadels have been found. So where have we found the 6 major citadel? At Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Chanhudaro, Banavali, Kalibangan, Lothal. I'm writing short forms, I want you to write it. 6 citadels have been found. Where? H is Harappa, M Mohenjo-daro, C Chanhudaro, B Banavali, we wrote it yesterday, ma. Try to recall. Banavali, K would be Kalibangan, L would be Lothal. Getting it? So now, this Chanhudaro citadel is being damaged, broken. So there is no citadel now. While excavating, we broke it. There is a tradition in archaeology. Broken ones, damaged ones, we don't study. We don't study, that's a tradition. Getting in my sort of while excavating, Chanhudaro citadel got broken. So today, there is no citadel at Chanhudaro. So how many citadels are there with us there? 5 citadels are there. Among the 5 citadel, the Mohenjo-daro citadel is the biggest. By size, it is the biggest. Mohenjo-daro citadel was the biggest. Chanhudaro citadel was broken. Getting it, ma? Now, it was found. And these citadels were constructed on a raised platform. Citadels were constructed on a raised platform. And how was a raised platform called? A raised platform was called as a plinth. So we're using the term plinth. What is a plinth? Plinth is a raised platform. I'll tell you. You see Taj Mahal? Yeah. Taj Mahal is on a raised platform. So what is a raised platform called? Plinth. Look at Humayun's tomb, Jagannath Puri temple, Akshardham, Delhi Akshardham, it's on a plinth, the table. So what is a plinth? And all North Indian buildings will have plinth. If you look at all North Indian building, it will have plinth. Why? North India has got perennial rivers. So once river floods, plinth will protect the building. So why plinth? Plinth was to protect, to prevent from floods. So Harappans were aware that it would flood because they live in a floody zone. Na? Where they live is a floody zone. So when they prevent, so can we say Harappans know GS paper 3, disaster management? To put it in UPSC format, do they know disaster management? Yes. Harappans were a good planner. They know it's flooding. So to prevent flood, they're constructing a plinth. For that, they're constructing something called upper town. So they're very good planner. That's why we say town planning. They planned their town so well. So this is what we say, it was constructed on a plinth. Now the next point, shall we go? All done? Now, okay, I'll write it here. The upper class, the ruling class might have lived. The ruling class might have resided on the plinth. So we believe there might have been someone called ruling class, might have resided on the up citadel. Now, I'll go to the next page. Listen, this is the upper town, this is the lower town. Clear? This is the land surface of the upper town. Now, how do they build it? This is the plinth. Stairs. This is how a plinth looks like, simple. A plain structure. This is what? This is the plinth. So this is a citadel. So draw it, ma. Yeah, you have to draw it. Then why am I drawing it? 2 mark, architecture, citadel. Draw it. A simple structure constructed with burnt brick. The plinth will look like this only. Plinth, the citadel. So lower land surface. Upper town, land surface. So to prevent what is it, the floods. It's in the upper town. Read it, but today you will get it. So there are 5 citadel. This is the diagram. In mains, if they ask you about, write a short note on town planning with illustrations, with diagrams, you have to draw this. Here we have only 2 diagrams to draw. In this topic, we have only 2 diagrams, the Great Bath and the citadel. Others we don't have a diagram. So this sketch is perfectly fine. So this arrow to climb up, this arrow, this is the entrance, and if you want you can make it to be even more precise. You can use that burnt brick structure because it was built with brick only. So you can draw the brick structure also. To be more precise and tell the examiner that it's built with burnt brick. At the brick ma. Don't write UT, write upper town, lower town, land surface. Don't write short forms. Okay, ma. Shall we go? Now, the next part, I'll write it here itself. We have some space here. Now, I'll give you some example. Example number 1. At Surkothada and Sukta Jendor. At Surkothada and Sukta Jendor, evidence of a citadel have been found. Evidence of a citadel have been found. So at Surkothada and Sukta Jendor, we have an evidence of a citadel have been found. Surkothada, Gujarat, Sukta Jendor, Pakistan. Remember that Kuti citadel, mini, small one. I told you 4 minor capital. So these are the 2. Example number 1. Now example number 2. At Dolavera and Rakigari. I'll tell you what is this one, just write it. I'll give you an example. At Dolavera and Rakigari, damaged citadel have been found. So this is evidence of a citadel. I'll tell you the difference. So we have 4 places. So these 4 places, what do we understand, ma? These 4 places, what do we understand? We call them as what? Minor capitals. Minor citadels or minor capital. Since we have 4, I gave it yesterday. Since they are there, so we call them as minor town, minor capital site. So there are 6 major, 4 minor, altogether 10. And are you getting it, ma? And this is an update. Your R.S. Sharma will not have these 2. These 2 are update. Your R.S. Sharma will have these 2. When you read it, these 2 are update. 2018 update. 2018 update. So getting it? So this is how it goes on. Now I'll tell you. Imagine you're walking. Imagine you're just walking on a road. You saw a house. You just saw a building, a house. Some building or a house. Let's take it as a house. You're just seeing the house and you're coming for your classes. And after the class is over, you're walking on the same way. The house is not there. It's fallen down. It's broken. And you see all the broken parts on the ground. So it was there. Now it is not there. So you have that evidence. When a building falls down, you'll have the damage. That is what we say evidence. So at Surkothada and Sukta Jendor, we have that evidence as if they all have fallen down. It's not completely clean. It's all damaged. We find that. So that is evidence here. Dolavera and Rakigari, it's all broken. Half structure hanging here and there. Someone has come and collapsed a building. The buildings are all half here. You find the wall. You find this side wall, but one side wall is not there. Are you getting it? But the ceiling is there. Stairs, one is there, one is fallen down. You find like that. So that is a recent one, these 2. So this is how we say citadels were there. So on seeing the citadel, what do we understand? A ruling class might have dominated. A ruling class might have existed. So who was the ruler? We don't know. What was his name? We don't know. Was it a man or a female or men or women? We don't know. We don't know anything. But I told you one thing. Sex ratio, who was more? Female was more. Are you getting that one thing I kept on telling you? So this is about the citadel we've done. Clear, ma? So today when you read R.S. Sharma, you'll get some extra information about the citadel. Not that I've not touched it. So you'll be getting some information like citadel was on the eastern side. I didn't teach you east. Now you're going to add on. That's what I want you to read a book. When you read a book, now citadel, you will not have a doubt. Keep reading citadel topic. Today I'll be giving you the homework. You'll start getting some extra information there. So your knowledge will keep moving. This is how you improve yourself. Spoon feeding is fine. I can feed you everything. But certain things, self-study. It's not like new. You'll not study anything new. Are you getting it? Overall framework I'll teach you. You're going to add on. It's like I'm teaching you the body. You're going to add the flesh. I've already taught you the system. You're just going to add something extra and not something new, some add-on. That is something required to write your mains. Prelims perspective, I think class notes will be perfectly fine. Mains perspective, you need to add on, right? To elaborate, what if they ask you write a short note on Harappan bathroom? You've written only this much. You need something extra. You've written only 6-7 points. Max to max 10 points, you can pull it. If they want you to write a 15 marker, you need some 5 points extra, read the book. You'll have something. It'll be telling that burnt bricks signs are there. Read it, but today I want you to feel it. If I tell everything, then what's the fun? I want you to do it. That's the power of homework. I always believe in homework because you do a work and you come back. Now you'll feel one confidence. Ma'am taught, now I've read, both are syncing together. You'll feel good. Then touch your PYQ. I'll tell you when to do it, not now. When you do it, my baby steps, slowly you do it now. You'll start seeing the subject growing with you so fine. And you'll feel that confidence that I know everything. And there's nothing like, knowing. When you know things, how will you feel? You'll feel headstrong. You'll feel so confident, right? Get that. And this field only gives you that. When you write UPSC exam only, you'll know geography, you'll know economics, you'll know polity, you'll know science and tech, you'll know everything. And you'll feel so good. Getting it, but that's the ownership. You have to own it. Plus you're optional. That's a thing. You own it. When you know things, you can play things well. It's like a game. UPSC is like playing a game, this exam. Before entering the game, know the rules of the game. Know how many players are playing the game. See who's smart in the game. See how should you be smart in the game. Are you getting it? See what is the drawbacks in the game. See which is your strength in the game. Are you a left-hand batsman? Are you a right-hand batsman? Can you be a goalkeeper or a wicket keeper? Know the strength of you. Are you good in polity? Are you good in geography? Are you good in history? Some subject will interest you. That's what I told you. Wait, let the teachers come. Now history, don't take a decision in hurry-burry. Just because I've come, don't think, okay, history is all super duper, na. Let the geography teacher come. You'll be impressed more. Let the economics teacher come. You'll be like, okay, my economics is mine. Let the polity teacher come. You'll fall. So give time and then go. Don't do anything in hurry-burry because it's your life, ma. And to buy one thing, we take lots of time. To buy one thing, no, you don't do it. Just like that you buy and come. No, your generation is not like that. To buy your generation, at least my generation, you take this. Mother says, we are like, no, take it. We'll take it. Your generation is like, will it work? Will it be fine? How many will it work? How many hours will it come? Will the color fade? Will the color not fade? I think you today, tonic pen, people are asking question. I stand in a stationery shop, the students, you people only, they're asking question, Bhaiya, will this work? Would the color work? Will it be, it's smudging? For one pen, I'm like, okay, current generation is going somewhere. Everything is a questioning thing, na? How long will it take? Everything. You're not patient enough for your phone gets charged. You're not patient. The moment you plug in, you want 100%. You're that generation only, na? Don't say no and all. Come on, I'm seeing. The moment you plug in, you want 100%. How? And your phone will be in 10%. The moment you plug in 100%, we have to grow up. We have to grow up. Maybe next century, 76 years. Next century, 76 years are there, not to get the next century, you have to wait. Till then, we have to have the patience. And this exam requires lots and lots of patience. You need to be patient. Don't have that anxiety. Anxiety and all, throw it out. Be patient. You need to be patient. Else, it's a 1-year exam. You have to be calm. You have to be composed. You have to be relaxed. You have to be like, kind of cool. I use the word chill. All that your Gen Z language only. Only then things will start coming to you. Nothing in a hurry-burry. Walk fast, eat fast, study fast, do things fast. But your mind should be calm, still. That is there. And Rome was not built in a day. Rome was not built in a day. Roman Empire was not built in a day. One of the biggest empire. It took years for Rome to be built. It's a statement. Now nothing comes like that. A child is not born in a day. 9 months. Are you getting? Nothing is like this, patience, calm. So have that, because you've taken a step, be calm. So getting it, let time go. Now you'll all be motivated because you've just started. The moment when time runs, it's June, it's May. Getting it? The moment we come to September, October, you will be like panicking. The moment now, January will be like this. Then it will be like, ma'am, we are giving prelims. You turn, it will be like so fast. Life is so fast. I saw you now, it's our 4th day. Some I'm seeing for 5th day. 5 days I'm meeting people. So time runs like this. So study everything. Today I'll give you the homework, then you'll understand. So shall we go? Yeah. We are done with Citadel. Ma. Clear? Next part. We are going on is the Great Bath. A, B, C, D. What is this? Ma? E, F, F. Yeah. A, B, C, D. F, 6th one. Yeah. Now Great Bath. Come this right. It is a rectangular tank. Copy it, I'll teach you. Ma. It's a rectangular tank or a pool or a bath found at Mohenjo-daro in the upper town, constructed with burnt bricks. So I repeat, it is a rectangular tank or a pool or a bath. Use any one in exam. Now write all the three. You can call pool, bath, tank, anything. It's a rectangular tank, pool, bath found at Mohenjo-daro in the upper town, constructed with burnt brick. And it was, and it is 2.4 meter depth. So what is the depth of the tank? 2.4 meter only. Very small, not that big and all. 2.4 meter in depth. And two sides of the bath has stairs. So on two sides of the bath we have stairs. At one corner of the bath there is a drain outlet. At one corner of the bath there is a drain outlet, and inside this drain outlet, inside it, a cotton cloth have been found. A cotton cloth have been found. Write it, I'll explain. So at one corner of the bath there is a drain outlet, and inside the drain outlet a cotton cloth have been found. Next point. Two sides of the bath. On two sides of the bath, bathrooms have been found. Two sides of the bath, bathrooms have been found. So we have bathrooms on two sides of the bath. When you look at the bathrooms, I'm pulling an arrow, 3 on each sides. So total 6 bathrooms. This side 3, this side 3. So two sides of the bath, on two sides of the bath, bathrooms have been found. So total 6 bathrooms, which means 3 this side, 3 this side. So it is found in the upper town. It is found only at Mohenjo-daro. It is rectangular in shape. It is 2.4 meter depth. You find a cotton cloth inside it. This is what is about the Great Bath. So clear? Getting an idea? Have you written it all, ma? Now, we have a diagram. Upper town, lower town. A very simple diagram, not too complicated. Two sides you have stairs. A simple diagram. Rectangular, we know it's burnt brick. Shall we? Write all the things, but two stairs, drain outlet, bathroom, that's it, the pool. I'm just writing, nothing I have to teach you. Shall we go? Now, imagine, just visualize in the upper town. Getting it, just visualize in the upper town. There is only one water tank, and it's 2.5 meter depth. You find built with burnt brick. It's like a swimming pool. Keep it like that. You find it in the upper town, and it's only at Mohenjo-daro. The moment you climb there and go there, you see the citadel of Mohenjo-daro. It's continuing near the citadel. It's like the citadel and the swimming pool is attached. It looks like as if it is attached. You come to the left hand side of the citadel, you will see the Great Bath. And it's at Mohenjo-daro. So today it's in Pakistan. The moment you see the Great Bath, it's like a swimming pool. Two sides you have stairs. So people can get inside and have bath. So one side of the bath, there is a drain outlet. Inside it, you have cotton cloth. See, if you go to villages where you'll see a cement tank, people will have a cement tank, and to store water, they'll put a cloth inside to hold the water. Maybe today we have plastic knobs, silicone things and all to hold it today. But then and all, don't you think people will take only a cotton cloth? And getting it, it's a cotton cloth. Like this, they folded it. And how could a cotton cloth withstand the climatic condition? Cotton cloth will perish. But it's a very small cloth. Maybe it was very big, somehow with some climatic condition. And it's a cloth like this. It's like this. So on seeing the cloth, what comes to your mind? What comes to your mind? Harappans knew spinning and weaving. So can we say spinners were there? Weavers, it's a weaved cloth, hand spun cloth. And it's a pure cotton cloth. Which means Harappans produced cotton. They were the first people in India to produce cotton. Today you'll read it. I'll make you write an economy. Harappans were the first people to produce cotton. Getting it, ma? And Harappans knew weaving. Harappans know spinning. So can we know? So UPSC will not ask you. UPSC will ask you, Harappans were excellent in the art of weaving. Yes. Why? Because we have paintings also. There they've actually drawn. Everyone covered their body. If you look at their painting, but there's one painting. Painting means in a pottery they've drawn. There is a man standing. He's wearing a single garment like a sari. And the left shoulder, on his left shoulder, there is something flowing like this. When we make a sari, this will flow. So are you getting, the man is standing, he's wearing one garment. Sari is a single piece, one piece. We drape it like this. And the upper part of that man, he's got some pleats. Like pleats. I made a pleat. So which means, can we say, lower part is like, it's like flare. Flary is like this. I hope you get it. So are you getting it? So like this, he's wearing a garment. So getting it, so lower part, but sari, I've covered my legs. We wear it till our legs. We don't show our legs when we wear a sari. But Harappans, they've shown their legs. It's still here. They've made it till here. So their feet is visible. Some people in villages, they wear sari, they tie it up. Are you getting it? Some tie it low. See, these are all cultural. Some people wear sari on the left. Some Gujaratis, they wear sari on the right. Rajputs. Getting it? Sari is of different stylings. So everyone has got a different way of draping. But here the Harappans have worn it on the left hand shoulder. The left hand shoulder, and one long cloth is flowing there. So maybe the pallu, we call it like that. We have a painting, and in the center, it's like a belt. Imagine I wear a belt now here. The sari will stay like this, na? So that this part will not flow. This side will not move. If I wear a belt here, the sari will stay long, right? So like that, we have a painting, a man. So everyone, many paintings are there, ma. They've worn a dress like that. So we believe that, okay, Harappans have covered their body. And since we've excavated a cotton cloth, we say Harappans have what? Used cotton. During lockdown, a researcher has found that Harappans used linen. Linen. Today we are talking about linen shirts, linen and all. So they use linen. So Harappans know linen? Yes, that's during COVID. R.S. Sharma doesn't have. I'll make you right. Harappans used cotton. Harappans used woolen clothes. Because winter, North India, winter, so wool, cotton, linen. They've been excavated. The linen threads have been found. And how will linen, which one will be little bit bright? Cotton, linen, which will be little bit bright? Linen will be bright. Linen will give you that brighty one. Silk, it will be like silk. Linen will be little bit bright. Cotton will be dull. Are you getting? See a cotton, you people give me a look as if you don't know cotton, you don't know linen, you don't wear anything. You wear cotton shirts. Now cotton shirts will give you a dull look. 3-4 washes, a cotton sari will go. That's it, it will give you the dull look. You have to maintain it, starch it and all. Linen also the same way, crush. It will be crushed, now you have to press it. Getting it, so when you look at all painting, the pleats are very visible. So on seeing that, we believe that Harappans know what? Cotton cloth. So there was one PYQ, Harappans knew spinning and weaving, yes. So don't expect a direct question from UPSC. UPSC will never be direct. You study something in R.S. Sharma, they will ask you the same thing. No, bookish knowledge is nothing. Those are gone in schools and colleges. University colleges, I was a university teacher for 3 years. Then I went to a law college for 2 years. So 5 years I was teaching only in University of Madras. There I used to tell students, must study Rajput policy of Akbar. Semester. You ask me now, ma'am, what will UPSC ask? I'll be like, God bless you, I don't know. How will I know? Students every time will ask me, ma'am, what is important, ma'am, tell me. I'm like, how will I know? Am I setting the paper? I don't know. And there's always one thing in our theory, one thing in our universe. What you do not study will come in the exam. That is a law of the universe. You don't study something and go, that only will come. Are you getting? The queue which you stand will be the slowest queue. The queue, you change the queue, that will move fast. That's a theory. My universe will give you. You don't learn a lesson once correctly. Universe will put you in the same lesson again. You'll be suffering the same. That's why we say mistakes are to be done only once. Learn your lesson correctly. When you're repeating it again and again, there's some problem with you. You've not learned the lesson. Universe will give you the same situation again and again. So you have to overcome that. That's why the universe theory works. If you believe in spirituality, you believe that's how the universe is created. Na? You want something, you dream for that something, you work for that something, you become that something. I never dreamt to be a teacher. I never come from a teacher family, a family of teacher. My parents are illiterates, I told you. My parents are illiterates. But I dreamt of a teacher. I love teaching more. Always I used to get fascinated with my teachers because our first love is our teacher. One Rosie Miss, 5th standard, 4th standard, we all love our teachers. Now teachers are our first crush. Don't say no and all, come on. For everyone it's the same. We love our teachers. Now maybe, no, then you're not a student. I'm not talking, are you getting it? Huh? We admire. I'm not saying romantic. I'll kill you all. Admire. You take school teacher, maths teacher, PT teacher, chemistry teacher. I'm talking about that. Chemistry all comes in 6th standard. I'm talking LKG, UKG. My daughter loves her teacher. She comes and tells, Amma, I want to be like Jasmine Miss. Jasmine Miss. She tells me now, Amma, I want to be like Jasmine Miss. I'm telling, your Amma is a Miss. You don't want to be like Amma. Amma, I want to be Amma. I want to be like you. But I love Jasmine Miss. So one day I was so curious to know who's that Jasmine Miss. To see, that small thing will come, na? Daughter admires whom. So I went, she was like, stand straightly, she was very strict. And she gives chocolate for everyone. And whenever she gives chocolate, she says, huggy, huggy, huggy. She hugs all of them. So my daughter, and hi-fi, LKG, preschool, hi-fi, hug, chocolate, toffee, something and all they do, na? They do all that, all wear a red dress and come, they do, and the teacher always compliments, teachers will compliment only small kids. They'll say, your look so good. So one day I was telling my daughter, Adini, be quiet. Amma, this is what my teacher will tell me. I'm like, oh, she's very naughty. When she does, now only she's learning English. When I say be quiet, she's like, Amma, Jasmine Miss used to tell me this only. I'm like, shut up, be quiet. Amma, this also Miss used to tell me. I'm like, okay, see how life is. We're learning things from them. So she says, Jasmine Miss. I say, you like her? Yes, I want to be like Jasmine Miss. So I thought, okay, let her go to some 2 years more. She'll say, I want to be like that sir, this Miss. Now we get inspiration. See, teachers motivate. Now everyone, even in our school, college. So I was very much inspired by my teachers because that's the love what I got. Always I dreamt of teaching and I never did anything. My teaching career was an accident. After my course, I just became a teacher. And I started, I told you, I just started. So today it's like, 16 years I'm teaching. And my mother always used to ask me, how do you teach? Do you really teach? My mother always asked me this question. How do you teach? Do you really teach? I'm like, Amma, 16 years I'm here. Because every mother, I tell my mother, Amma, you've given birth to a legend. My mother's like, who's that? I'm like, Amma, me. You've given birth to a legend, you don't know. So see, that's jokes apart because we talk in that way to ease it out. So are you getting? I also tell some stories so that to ease the class. Why? Because going on in the same bathroom, citadel, great bath, it'll be like too much of things in head, na? It'll be so some 2 or 3 minutes you ease it out, you just de-stress yourself and you just relax. Then we go to the core to give you some understanding and live examples always. Just to tell you, study well. My ultimate goal point will be study well, be proper. Anything you're stuck, get the clarity. So when you look at this now, you look at a swimming pool. So we believe that why it is so special. It's only one. So we're like, what's this? Historians were confused. Now, as I told you, some group of historians were telling that it might have been a elite bathing. We have 6 major citadel and 6 bathrooms are here. So some historians are telling maybe all the 6 rulers might have all come to Mohenjo-daro and had an elite bathing. That's one guess what they're taking. Some historians are saying, no. The Mohenjo-daro ruler might have had a bath. Because it's at Mohenjo-daro. Ma, will you travel from Gujarat and go to Pakistan to have bathe? You want to have bathe, go jump. Few steps only, jump into the Indus. Have a super bathe. But that elite bathing, all our royal people, today also some people have that bathtub. The tub culture, Indians, we are like that only. We all want water, get immersed, Kumbh Mela, Ganga and all. We run inside and we take it. Everyone. That's Indian. We always are that water people. We love water. We want to be in the water and we want to have that common dip and all of them play. That's why water theme parks are very popular in India. Water theme park. Very popular. So on seeing this, historians are giving different view. One says it's an elite bathing. One says Mohenjo-daro king might have had a different bath. Majority of historians are saying it might have been a ritual bathing. 50 plus. Who won the vote? Ritual bathing. So no choice. I lost the vote. My vote was like Mohenjo-daro chief might have had the bath. But I didn't win. So tomorrow, what if I win? I will be teaching you, ma, rub it. What government of India approves, only we study. So till now, what is the version we take? It might have been a place for ritual bathing. Ritual bathing or ritual bath? It might have been a place for ritual bathing. So, Mohenjo-daro might have been a sacred place. Continue, ma. And Indus might have been their holy river. Since it's a ritual bathing, Mohenjo-daro might have been their sacred place, like a Kashi, like our Allahabad, and Indus might have been, might everywhere. Mohenjo-daro might have been their sacred place, and Indus might have been their holy river. What's a holy river? What's a holy river today? Ganga. Why Ganga? Origin. But why holy? Why not other river? Why not Brahmaputra? Story. That story, Aryan theory, story, sacred, everything. If you come to South India, we say Kaveri is our southern Ganga. For us, Kaveri is holy. But Karnataka doesn't give. That's a different story. But Kaveri is our holy river. The moment we get one bottle, Bisleri bottle Kaveri water, we are like, hey, Kaveri. Are you getting it? See, everything. The moment we see Ganga, Yamuna, Nala, people say Nala. First time I didn't know what was Nala. I don't know Hindi, na? So when people say Nala, I was like, okay, something. Then my optional students were telling, ma'am, don't say Nala. Nala means drainage. I'm like, drainage? Then one time I went to that Yamuna bank. I was like, okay, Nala. Are you getting it? Because it's so much polluted, so much of, it's grey, it's black in color. Yamuna is black. I was like taken aback. Mughal, Yamuna. Are you getting it? So all that stuff. But then now we are talking about cleaning of river and all of them. Fine. So this might have been. We may be right. We may be wrong. But what do we take? We take historians' view as a view. Now.
These bathrooms might have been used for changing clothes.
But these bathrooms, because whenever you get into a swimming pool, we bathe. And when we get. And then after bathing, changing dress. So these might have been cleaning themselves and changing room. That's there. And everywhere, don't you think this is a very common sense thing?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's why these 6 bathroom. The 6 is only making us to think. Why 6? Harappans have planned everything. So 6 also should have been something, but we are not knowing why 6. Since 6 citadels are there, we are thinking might be the 6 people might have been. But I lost the vote. We historians lost the vote. So we are taking the majority, ritual bathing only. This is what it is. Yeah, don't go with others. Go with standard books. I generally don't refer internet for studying history. Internet will confuse you. You might be internet kids, I don't know. Mata, Pita, Guru, Devam. Not Google, Devam. Your generation is like Mata, Pita, Google, Devam. If Google is your Devam, then why class? Guru. Trust your Guru, trust your teacher. Google can take you anything. Google will confuse you only. When I teach Akbar, I tell students, I've taught you Akbar now, you go refer the internet Akbar, you'll have lots of facts which is misinterpreted. Why to study that? We are not here for that. We are here to clear the exam. I am here to teach you, if you write this, you'll get 2 marks, clear, go. Then go sit at the top and talk whatever you want. Are you getting it? Today people are talking about everything. Why? And when students come and tell me, I told them, it's irrelevant for our exam. If I teach in some colleges, I can speak. Let's know what is there. Because time is, and when we enter into those topics and all, time will run. Time will keep moving. So till now, what is the answer for great bath? It might have been a place for ritual bathing. Under this, just write one more thing. At Dholavira, a similar tank in India, at Dholavira, a similar tank like the great bath. And under this, just write at Dholavira, a similar tank. A similar tank have been found. At Dholavira, a similar tank like the great bath have been found. So in India, which is the great bath? Dholavira tank. Overall, which is the great bath? Mohenjo-daro great bath. But when you look at the size, size of Dholavira tank is a little bit smaller. Maybe they used it for storage. Maybe water reservoir. Maybe they wanted to preserve it. See, and don't you think carrying water to the upper town is very difficult? It's a very difficult task. You want to bathe in a river, go jump in a river. Carry water, go to the upper town, pour it in the great bath, then put a cotton cloth, hold the water, you swim inside the bath, then you come out, you take the water out. Don't you think that's what? Today you'll find it in your book. There was a well at the upper town, well. So people were taking water from the well and they were pouring it here. But don't you think, who poured the water? There might have been some laborers. Some laborers would have been, some helper. Some people, some normal people. So we don't use the term slave because we don't know whether slaves were there or not. Such a great civilization, do you think slavery would have been there? No. They promoted equality. Article 14. You see Article 14 there everywhere. So we don't think that Harappans might have put someone down, someone up. No. Because in this kind of a living style, we don't think that they might have had slavery. That's what we say, the concept of slavery is unknown to us. We don't know. Students will say, ma'am, was prostitution there? They ask, my optional kids will ask me, ma'am, was prostitution was there? We don't know. How do we know? For these and all, you need to have literary record. Is prostitution there in India today? Yes. We have no red light areas there. One road is here. We have. It is there. Our books say that. Is slavery there in India? No, it's abolished. But we hear it somewhere. Is untouchability there? Article, it's abolished. But still we hear something. Is bonded labor there? Yes, we hear something. Is child labor there?
Yes, ma'am.
We hear. So are you getting it? Today we are able to say that. Is human trafficking there? Yes, people are kidnapped. We hear it, we see it. But here, now how do we know? We have written record. But here, we don't know. So you can't assume things. Which is not there, don't assume. When I find an evidence, when I find some evidence like prostitution, then we'll say it was there or not. When we are not finding anything, why to touch those? So we are touching those which is only there. We are not going out of the box. We are inside the box. What the example the box gives us, we are studying only then. We find lipstick. 2020, during COVID, we found a lipstick. Before that, no lipstick. So Harappans use lipstick. Yes or no? Yes, we found a lipstick, come on. Boys, don't laugh, unisex. It was not lipstick. Today we say it's for girls. Are you getting it? But in those days, we don't know, na? Men used to paint their lips. Women also used to paint their lips. Why? Why do people paint their lips? Why don't you paint your nose? Pardon? To look attractive. Are you getting it? See, eyes and lips, these are the two ones which emote. In your face, which shows expression. You all are giving me a plain look. Imagine if you're happy, your eyes will roll. If you're angry, you'll be like, Your eyes, so how do eyes express, right? So we've excavated kajal, eyeliner, IVC 2020, it's an update. R.S. Sharma will not have. The moment I saw like eyeliner, kajal, lipstick, I was like, my God, who are you people? Yeah, we've got it. So it's like not Lakme, homemade kajal. They've got it, and when I touched it, I was like taken aback. Homemade, getting it. I was also taken aback. So we have eyeliner, kajal. So they've decorated their eyes. Why eyes are expressive? Lips, expression. You smile. You're angry. That's why look at dancers. Dancers always decorate the eyes and the lip. These two are very important thing. Why? That's why cheekbone. Because when eyes and lips are there, it's a cheekbone. That's why color, some colors and all they give, blush something. I don't know the name. Some color they give. Are you getting it? But to lift it. Why? Expression. Getting it? And eyes are there automatically. Automatically eyebrow, automatically people brow. You lift, when I lift it, eyebrows are lifting. So people wanted to see the emotion. That's why, it's all an art of expression. So do understand, it's an expression. When you start emoting and when people see it. So the moment we saw lipstick, today our lipstick is like this. But their lipstick is you open, you take it and you apply. It's like a lip balm. You take it, you apply, you will get that red color, that bright red. That red is the lipstick, that red. That bright red, that bright red is the Harappan lipstick. So this red, this bright red, blood red is the lipstick. Which means what? They were decorative people. They were having eyeliner and they were having all these and all. So this is what during COVID. And during COVID we found one more thing. We found a perfume bottle. Perfume. A perfume distillator have been found at Lothal. I'll be giving you. So these are add-on. R.S. Sharma will not have it. Which means Harappans, why do we use perfume then? Don't say, ma'am, I don't bathe, so I use perfume. Don't tell me that. Because in one optional, my kid told, why do you use perfume? Ma'am, we don't bath, so we use perfume. My God, are you getting it? No. Perfume is to smell good. It's for us. It's for us. But everything, is for us. You bathe so that you feel good. You comb your hair so that you feel. Combing hair itself is a discipline. And we find lots of comb here. Comb. Every site you have comb. The same comb what we have now. With the handle, with both sides, one side will be broader, one side will be thinner. Same comb we have. Wooden comb, copper comb, bronze comb. They have silver comb, golden comb. They have all comb. Yeah, golden comb, silver comb, bronze. Every comb they had. Comb of all. If you go to that, some haircut salon, they'll have different combs, na? You can see all of them in IVC. I was like, my God, who are you people? So can we say Harappans combed their hair?
Yes.
And when someone combs their hair, how do you see them? Today, uncombed hair is fashion. Messy hair, oh my God. Yeah, it's very difficult for my son. I comb my hair, my son's hair. My son is 2 years old. I comb his hair. The moment I comb, he's like, 2 years. He's doing this. I'm like, why are you doing this, Vian? You have to beat. He's like, Amma, no oil, ma. He goes to a play school. He comes and tells me, Amma, no oil, ma. I'm like, why? It's very hot. You have to apply oil. No, ma, it's sticky. So I'm like, okay, fine, no oil. 2-year-old, respect. Fine. Then he told, Amma, don't comb. Because I used to take that line. National. 2-year-old, what fashion, ma? Come on. I used to take one line. National Highway Authority. I used to partition her head. My daughter also. Partition. I used to make one here. Getting it. So it's every Indian family. Olden. Golden memory. For me, it's like today morning also I was doing. They don't stand straight. The moment I do it and do all of them and then leave for the next thing to give them food, my son does this. And now my son is telling, Amma, I want haircut like Akash. I'm like, who's Akash? Akash is playmate. Play school. Akash head is like a mushroom. He's kept something like this and all. I'm like, you have to wait. Your time should come. You have to grow hair for that. It's like something like, I don't know the name of cut, but it's something coming here and all. He says, I want a cut like Akash. I'm like, look at the Gen Z, 2-year-old, want a cut like Akash. I told no Akash and all, Abdul Kalam only. Are you getting it? You grow your hair, be like Kalam. We are Kalam fans. Getting it? I told, see, he doesn't know Kalam, but you have to tell them, na? And my husband says, respect kids. I'm like, 2 years, what do you respect? So my husband says, respect children. Be with their emotion. Attend their emotion. Don't say no. I'm like, 10 things I say no, 9 I say no. I give only last. I reject everything. I don't give them. I'm like, no, no, no. Let them learn rejection. So that when society rejects them, tomorrow they'll be like, cool. You reject me, okay, super cool. I give them everything, tomorrow society reject, they'll be like, oh. So we learn things. That's how we will learn. That's why I was brought up. So like that, so when we see comb, we see lipstick, perfume, distillator jar, Lothal. So making perfume. And we have a small terracotta jar. And they had perfumes in small. We have that pocket perfume today. Like that, they had that kuti small terracotta jar. And it's a perfume bottle. So we are like, who are these people?
Perfume or itr?
Itr comes with later. Itr comes with Mughals. Noorjahan was the first one to introduce itr. So itr is concentrated. Here we talk about the light one. The light one. Today there are many names for that. We use the historical name perfume. So some students said, ma'am, is it a deodorant? I was like, Muruga, what on earth you people? See, those terms we don't take. Itr was invented by Noorjahan. That's an Islamic element actually. So this is like a very kind of, it will not stay long. It will stay for a shorter span of time only. But the lipid residues and all of them tell us that they ate what? They ate paneer. Harappans ate paneer. They ate ghee. They know curd. They boiled milk and drank milk, I told you. They know all of them. All the dairy products they know. So they were having a healthy lifestyle. They ate red meat. Harappans ate red meat. So they were eating non-vegetarian food, they were eating vegetarian food. They had a very good, they were hunting. Because hunting tools are found. Bow and arrow, we have all those hunting tools. So they were hunting and they were eating those animal. They were eating vegetarian diet also. So everything was balanced. Life was very good. So it was kind of a very disciplined way. So combed hair, in school we tell, comb your hair and come. Why? Cut your nail. School, clean nail, cut your nail, comb. No, you don't comb and all. You people look as if you don't never comb your hair. School and all, we have that. Now we have a particular way to comb our hair in school. So why? Discipline. So that you have the discipline, then later you do whatever you want. So we have all of them. So that a lifestyle they had. So this is about them. Yeah.
When you told that there was no slavery.
Slavery is unknown to us. We don't know.
If it is classified in upper town and lower town, then possibly
how can you say upper town and lower town might be slavery, ma? It can be ruler and the ruled. Common people might have been there, na? What is slavery? Slavery is something you do an obligation to your master free of cost. How do you know that?
Might be.
Well, see, we should have some evidence to say it was there, na? I need something to tell it might have been there. I don't have any archaeological evidence to say it was there. That's what I told you. I need a solid evidence to say it was there. I don't have any, so we'll not touch that. That's why in history we don't touch. Why that prostitution issue happened? In 2021, there was a researcher. 2021, there was a women researcher. She published a paper regarding IVC telling that the dancing girl might have been a prostitute. She just casually led a statement. All the historians bounced on her. How can you call the dancing girl? Have you heard dancing girl? Yes. I'll be teaching you. She was standing like this in a casual posture. She said she looks like a prostitute. Immediately historians bounced on her telling that, how can you say someone who has their hand in their hip and standing like this, how can you call them a prostitute? How can you define a prostitute? You can't define. These all cannot be learnt unless and until it's written. So slavery also, by seeing something we can't say it was there. Maybe all of them poured water in the Great Bath. Like a community festival? Might be, we don't know. So that's what, slavery evidence is not there. Tomorrow if I find one small thing, then we'll say, okay, slavery might have been there. We don't touch it at all, because we don't know. That's what. One was asking, ma'am, were they handicapped? One student was asked, look at the creativity. Teachers, our life is so miserable. Students, they sit and ask anything. Ma'am, were they handicapped? In the anthropology, in the bones excavated, we don't find anything. So I can give you those examples only. So in any skeleton remains, we find that they were physically challenged. Then we can tell that it was there, but we don't find. So the answer would be no. Again, one student asked, ma'am, were they transgenders? Are you getting see, I'm trying to explain the difficulty of a teacher teaching history also. And this topic only has this problem. The moment we touch Vedic age, you ask me anything, books are there. It's a recorded phase, historic period. So this only part, it will be like, but it's okay, it's okay. We know the answer, so we can teach. the script is not deciphered. Ultimately, that's the challenge. So it's unnecessary. But still, curiosity of a student will always be there. They'll come and ask me. So many have asked me heartbreaking things and all. I'm like, where you people think this? But it's a learning experience for me also, because I also get to learn that, okay, students ask me, what if tomorrow the next generation comes and sit? They will ask me something else. Ma'am, did they use a laptop? They might ask something, anything, because students, the curiosity is like that. So clear with the great bath?
Yes, sir.
Now the next one, we'll keep moving. So great bath we've completed. The next one is granaries. Gina? Yeah. Granaries. So what is a granary, ma? A place to store grains. Where you store grains, that's granary. So the first point. All sites had granaries. All granaries were found at the upper town only. All the granaries were found in the upper town, constructed with burnt brick. Same ditto. So all granaries were found at the upper town. All sites had granary. Getting it, ma? The biggest granary have been found at Mohenjo-daro. So the Mohenjo-daro biggest granary is also called as, the Great Granary. So where is the Great Granary? Mohenjo-daro. Biggest size is found at Mohenjo-daro. So the Mohenjo-daro granary is also called as Great Granary. Getting it, ma? So now, if you look at the granary, it was a place to store grains. And the granaries had several compartments, sections. The granaries had several compartments to store different grains. So different grains to store it. We had separate compartment. So it was not one granary will have multiple section. Rice, one section, wheat, one section, barley. So you can store all of them. So granaries were like that only. So getting it, so all sides. So how many granaries in total? 2,800 granary. All granary in the upper town. Why? Floods. So automatically when floods come, they need grains to survive. So what happened? They started making what? All granaries in the upper town.
Maybe some type of taxes.
Coming. We are coming there. So automatically what happened? One site, one granary only. So on seeing that also we understand who might have given all the grains to the state? The people. Imagine this is, I'm standing in a plinth. Dais. We call it dais, but in historical language, this is the plinth. Imagine I'm in the upper town now. Imagine the granary is here. You all are Harappans. We are at Harappa now. Imagine I'm your chief or king or ruler or leader. Maybe women also, we don't know. Maybe he'll give me some grain. I will put it in the granary. He'll give me, I'll put it. So you all give me, I put it in the granary. And tomorrow, I give it to you all. When people give something to the state, it's called tax. When people give something to the state, it can be kind, it can be cash. Cash economy came later. Money economy comes later. You give something to the state, it's called tax. State gives something to you, it's called distribution. PDS, public distribution. And when state gives something to the people, it's called welfare. I give you food, state. I give you water. I give you shelter. I give you a good road. I give you a good bridge. You want something, I give. When state gives, it's called welfare. When people give, it's called tax. So this is what we are trying to think here. Now I'll give you some example. Hold on. Example. Number 1. At Harappa Granary. At Harappa Granary, rice husks have been found. It's very hot here. Rice husks have been found. Just copy it, then we'll come. At Shortugoi Granary. Remember Shortugoi, ma? Where is it? Very good. Afghanistan. I hope you're learning. At Shortugoi Granary, wheat extracts have been found. The third one, at Banavali Granary. At Banavali Granary, barley extracts have been found. The fourth one, at Rangpur Granary. At Rangpur Granary, large amount of rice husks have been found. So where is Rangpur? Rangpur is in Gujarat. It's a new city we are learning. It's something new we are learning today, Rangpur. All these cities we know, ma. So we have found them. So these are the four examples. We have found that they were all there. Clear? Now, the fifth example, I'll write it here, ma. I'll use a different color. At Harappa, 6 granaries have been found. So number of granaries, biggest granary is Mohenjo-daro. 6 granaries found in the upper town, which means too much of storing capacity was in Harappa. Are you getting? But if you look at one size, Mohenjo-daro granary is big. That's why we call it as great granary. Getting it? So 6 granaries have been found. So on seeing this, what do we understand? Rice, wheat, barley. Can we say Harappans practiced agriculture? So that is what. Have you all written it? Shall I go to right. Done. Now, the inference what we take is Harappans practiced agriculture. They practiced agriculture. Number 2, it might have been. We are taking the evidence of granary. What are the points we see from granary? The points we see from granary is they know agriculture. 100%. They might have. It might have been a form of tax. It might have been a form of tax. So can we say Harappans were self-sufficient? They were a surplus economy because they had lots of grains are there. So they had surplus economy, they were self-sufficient. And Harappans used it for trade. They might have stored it for which purpose? Trade purpose. I'll be teaching you tomorrow. With whom did they trade? You might get a doubt. Ma'am, how do you know? This answer I'll tell you tomorrow. But they did trade. There's a literary record telling that they did trade. So they were storing. They were trading with Mesopotamia. Getting it? We have evidence of that. So do understand one thing. Let me tell you this because today when you read, you'll be stuck. They used bullock cart. Harappans used cart. They know cart. Bullock cart for travel. They were all traveling and all. From Kashmir to Maharashtra, they were communicating. They all had one language. They all were together. Same civilization, right? So say for example, all the bricks are same. Maybe somewhere the bricks might have been made and from that place the bricks might have gone. So which means distribution. So which means trade were there internally. So now let's take an example that to tell you that they were self-sufficient and all of them. Somewhere rice you cultivate more. Somewhere wheat grows more. Somewhere barley grows more. Today we have shifting cultivation. But in that point of time it was all not practiced. Man didn't know. Geographers tell us that rice is more, they cultivate only rice. So all the places you have rice. Every granary is giving us an example. So they might have traveled. They might have used a bullock cart. And during this travel, they were very particular. They travel, they come to the lower town. In the lower town, there was a kind of a godown. Like a warehouse. There was like a godown. So these grains, they will store it in the godown. It will be in the lower town. Lower town does not have granary. Please do understand. So imagine I am traveling in a bullock cart. I take all the rice. From this Tiwari house, I take all the grains and I have to go to the next Chroma building. I am tired. Imagine now I have taken the grains to Chroma building and I unload my bullock cart and I keep it in a godown there in the ground floor. Tomorrow morning, someone from the ground floor will carry it to the upper town. That upper town where you stock is granary. The lower town where you keep is a warehouse. So please don't confuse. Today when you read, you'll be getting it. They stocked the grain in the lower town. That is not a granary. Granary will be the final destination. Godown is what? What is a godown? I hope you know godown. For temporarily you'll keep it. For time being you'll store. And today we don't have spaces, ma. Are you getting? So what do? Godown becomes granary, granary becomes godown. Today we don't have spaces, na. Some people will keep in their house itself will be a godown. One room will be a godown. Today we don't have spaces. Some people doing business, something, all those particles will come to the house. My father runs a stainless steel business. My father. We have a stainless steel shop in Madurai. So whenever some excess is coming, he'll bring all of them to the house. And they'll stock all the vessels, the bartan, so-called bartan. It'll all be there in the portico. We'll be like, why are you bringing it? We don't have space there, it'll be here. So all of them, he'll pile it. It'll be like one godown only. A house will be like a godown. So my mother will keep telling, why are you keeping it here? This is a house. Father will say, there's no space. We have to rent something, we don't have it. It'll be here. Till now, it's there only. Now that space has become like a godown. They'll go travel, extra ones, they'll keep it there. My mother will auction everything. My mother will auction everything. Whoever wants, come take it. Because she wants the space to be empty. Are you getting it? All that she'll do it. Why? So we don't have space, today we do it. But in those days, space was very much. Population was very small. Space was more. Today, space is less. Population is more. So this is what it might have been for trade purpose. Then the next thing, public distribution system, PDS, might have been practiced. Might have existed. So like rationing, public distribution, state might have distributed it to the people. People might have given it to the state, that is tax. Are you getting it, ma? These 2 points. Are you all there?
Yes.
Tax, PDS. This is like for the state, welfare. This signifies welfare. This tax signifies loyalty. When we say people are loyal to the government, the first form of loyalty is tax. When I pay tax, I am loyal to the government. Get my tax signifies loyalty. Public distribution system signifies welfare. So can we say Harappans were welfare oriented? The state was a welfare state. Yes. People were very loyal to the government. Yes. But no one fought. No one had anything. Why should they fight? They have everything. When you have everything, why would you fight? So you'll start supporting the state. And India is a land of monarchy. We had kings from day one. Getting in. From day one, we had only kings. So automatically what happened? We see all of them. So surplus economy, this is all we see it by what? We see it with granary. The next one, are you getting it? This is about them. So how do you see the granary? How overall? So I've taught you only one feature now. The biggest feature is town planning. Town planning took us 2 hours to study. We started with town planning, imagine. We're going to end our class. 10 more minutes pending. But still imagine we have the first feature only. This is the biggest feature. All the other features are smaller. Tuck, we'll finish it. This is the biggest one. Clear, ma? So we've done with granary. So next, last point. Last feature, we are moving on S. Add. Okay, last feature. What is that, ma? F, G, H. H, na? Wells. Well, with this we are done with town planning. So we started with town, street, houses, bathroom, citadel, great bath, granary, well. 8 feature. So first do town, then come to street, then come to house, inside house, bathroom. Then go to the other part, great bath, granary, that you can shuffle. So wells. Now, all sites had wells. Both public and private wells have been found. Both public and private wells were found. So some houses had wells at the back. Don't you think in villages some houses will have like that? Some houses had well, street had well, and all of them. The maximum number of wells have been found at. The maximum number of wells have been found at 2 places, Kalibangan and Lothal. If both are coming in the option, both are correct. If only one is coming in the option, that is right. Maximum number of wells, we find it at 2 places. We count it, na? So that is at Kalibangan and Lothal. And wells were circular. We find only circular wells, round wells, ring well. I hope you know ring. Circular well, no square well, no rectangular well, nothing, no oval well. It's circle. So it's an exact circle. And these wells were also constructed with burnt bricks. So imagine how beautifully Harappans have made it. Burnt brick. When you look at the brick structure, will be round, that one. And wells are a little bit taller. See, today when you look at our well, if I go stand near the well, it will be till my chest here or it will be till my abdomen. I can peep into it. But Harappan well, the height is still here. Are you getting it? So which means safety mechanism, children run, they'll not fall. Are you getting it? So the well is of this height. If I stand in the ground, the well is of this height, which means I have to put a stool or a chair, climb on it, and then fetch water. So there's a particular place where you can go and stand. Then you can just fetch your water. They made it like that. But there are many people, I think bore well, children and all fall inside and they die. We are hearing lots in rural India, Tamil Nadu, Andhra and all, you see lots of death happens in this. North also, and south, we have, in my village and all, very common we see. They fell into the well. But one good thing is swimming is known to all of them. So one good thing is we all know swimming, so we swim and we come. No, I didn't fall. But the moment we hear someone jumped in the well, my grandmother will be like, they'll be enjoying happily. Whole village will run. But my grandmother will be like, she'll be hitting a betel nut bottle and she'll be saying, the baby will be swimming only. So now later they made it mandatory that whoever is born in the 3rd month, they'll start teaching swimming. 3rd month, 3-month baby, it's compulsory in my town that you have to learn swimming. Life skill, na? What if something happens? You have to. Because wells are very common there in south. Andhra and all, you have this big well. People will walk, they'll not know well is in the dark. They'll be just walking and they'll just fall. Andhra has got that big well. Vijayanagar Empire has made that big well tanks. And you need to have that safety one. Have you heard step well? People will go inside that. Getting in, that's in Rajasthan, that's in Gujarat. That is safety mechanism. You don't fall there. That's artistic marvel. But this one's, survival. And you make a well, why can't you make a cover? That's why some people cover the well with iron grill. Have you seen iron grill? They cover it. Why? Because multiple reasons are there. So Harappans have made safety mechanism. So which means when children are there, what do? We make our house like that. We don't open the door so they'll run away. When children are there, we hold their hands and we cross the road. Why? So that we know that, okay, these are natural things which is coming. So Harappans are making everything. So when we see all of them, we are like, okay, you've made things for everyone. For all gender, for all ratio, you made your life accordingly. So that is the planning. You have to go to the psychology. You can't study only the fact, drinking water. Go to the psychology, how they've made it, how they've planned it.
Safety of animals.
Safety of animals, safety of them also. And anything, my life is life. Let it be any life. Life is very precious. Na? So life is only once. Now we try to protect it. No one will want to lose the life. Maybe today people talk, I'll go, I'll die, blah, 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 all that. The purpose of life is to live. Getting it, live, you have to live life. That's the essential. So that is what, Harappans have made everything there. So this is about the well. So we have public well, private well, all these. So can we say drinking water management? That was also there. So they know the drinking water. So now the other question. They have river water there. You walk, I'm standing here, this is my house. I walk near the door, river is there, Indus. So why should I have a well? Drainage system also goes. What if in the night I'm thirsty? I can't go because night the gate is all locked. They close it, no electricity, nothing. Na? So maybe during some emergency they want some water, so they preserve it because they have potteries. Are you getting it? And again, rivers, the drain is also falling there. So automatically they wanted to make. So that's what drinking water mechanism was seen there. This was also there. So under this is right. Under this is right. At Lothal. At Dolavira. Sorry. At Dolavira, rainwater harvesting have been found. Current update. At Dolavira, rainwater harvesting have been found. So imagine rainwater harvesting. Today we talk about it. Harappans had it. This is update. So that's why Dolavira is a UNESCO site. Don't you think Dolavira has got something special? Middle town. It's got rainwater harvesting. It's got a wall, fortified citadel, mini citadel. Then once I keep on giving you, it has got what? Later I'll give you. It's a trading center. When you look at Dolavira, lots are special for Dolavira. 2,799 sites, you can put it at one. That one site will be special. That special site is which? Dolavira. That is why UN has given a tag. With studies, we'll be taking it. So we've done, Dolavira and? Lothal are the biggest one and the very unique ones. So we've done town planning. So we'll conclude now. We're concluding town planning. Just right? Harappans were organized. Organized, well efficient. Planners, planner, Planners. Planners, organized, comma, well efficient, comma, planners and futuristic. And futuristic. Their town planning, continue, their, THEIR, futuristic, full stop. Their town planning was so systematic and advanced. Their town planning was so systematic and advanced during their times. During their times. Their time. So we are done with town planning. This is the biggest feature. We took one class to complete this feature because it is required. Questions are coming like that. So getting it, so today your homework would be, you take your chapter 7 and start picking up what I've taught you. So today I've taught you what? Feature, extent. So today when you start reading your NCERT, you'll get one line. You'll get one line, so don't get stopped there. I'll tell you what is that line. The Harappan civilization is much older than Chalcolithic. You will find a line like that. So don't get confused. Yesterday someone asked me, the dates are all hanging. I told you I have to connect all the dates. So you will find that one line. The Harappan civilization is much older. So you will get doubt. Ma'am, Chalcolithic is 3500. Indus Valley is 2500. How could Harappa be old? I have to connect it. That's what I told you yesterday. Some years I have not given you. So skip that line, but that line is correct. And then keep moving. Learn the town planning. What all I've taught you today, you'll be very much in good clarity. Clear, ma? So I stop here for today. Thank you. See you all tomorrow.